5 people. You're listening to Through the Trapdoor with the Malthusian Trap. The 3 of us locked in a room, making music and chatting shit. Here we are. Once again.
Shh.
Hello.
Our intro's coming in.
No, it's playing now. We're behind the intro. It's done, mate.
Oh, is it?
Done now.
Oh, okay. Good evening and welcome. Welcome to episode 9 of Through the Trapdoor.
Through the Trapdoor, episode
with
9.
Damon Foster, James Cox, and yours truly, Douglas, second day hangover Bishop.
2-day hangover.
Oh, yeah.
Professional.
And Damon's decided to buy us some tea, which genuinely looks like diarrhea juice.
Well,
It doesn't look great.
I decided this is the 9th podcast, yeah. I've drunk every single podcast. Today's the day I break free from the shackles of the oppression of the government and how they want me to drink and commit violence against all my fellow peoples, innit? So I fucked off the beer and decided I'd drink diarrhea instead. Fucked off the beer for diarrhea. Boom.
I wish you could see. It genuinely is the most disgusting looking tea ever. What is it? Turmeric?
Turmeric, orange, and star anise.
I mean, who drinks turmeric?
It tastes like I drink turmeric, but
Do
this
you?
tastes like
I have it in curry.
Yeah, it's good for you though, isn't it, the turmeric?
it's good for you.
So they say.
That is good for you.
It is good for you, yeah.
They reckon it cures cancer and shit.
But it looks like diarrhea, doesn't it? In the tea.
It does.
So is that the intro?
That's the intro, yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
And that's better than Cox's last week.
All right.
Don't know. What's been happening since last week? What we've been up to? We had a gig on Friday.
Yeah.
Anything
Played
anything to
some,
note?
Played some Oasis covers and that, didn't we?
Call anyone any dickheads
We had-
this week?
we had some hecklers.
We did have some hecklers. It's like 2 gigs. First gig called someone a dickhead. Second gig dealt with some hecklers.
Called them dickhead.
Decent. Weed cures cancer. It does, apparently. Yeah,
Go
well
into the
done.
live chat straight away.
Who said that?
Godfrey.
Godfrey.
I must look up Dad's Army impression of Godfrey. So next time Godfrey says something on the podcast, we can just break into a Dad's Army impression. But yeah, weed apparently does cure cancer.
Isn't that the THC or the...
Don't know, just
I
the
don't know
weed,
what-
isn't it?
What? Yeah.
I saw a
actually-
documentary on it,
CBD.
and they said it was a mixture of the THC and the CBD, but it was you have to get the balance right. So if the THC is too high, it mash you up, innit? But if you get it right, it was quite good as well because this guy, he wasn't like a weed smoker, and he kept giving him different strengths in this clinical trial, and he was blasted out of his head on some of them, and he started getting paranoid. He's like, "What are you doing to me? You're taking me away." He's like, "No, I'm just making you do like a bit of running and that." But they found that the right balance, it's buzzing for you. It's decent.
Yeah.
So, but you can grow it in your garden anyway. There's a strain you can just chuck in your garden that's really well adapted to the British weather, and I think it plants you can crop it within 8 weeks.
How legal is that?
Well, it's not legal, but so what?
I grew a plant in my bedroom when I was younger.
Cactus?
No.
No, what, a weed one.
A weed plant?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've had them in. Oh, I probably shouldn't say anything. Yeah, I've been around them, seen them. It happens. It only cures some cancers. Well, I'm not suggesting for 1 second that if you do weed, you'll live forever, but there are definitely some health benefits, which is actually funny because I said to you about that psychedelic documentary I wanted to watch.
Yeah.
The Earth's just put everything we need here on it.
All right, you hippie.
But it has though, like all the mad
No wonder he's
psychedelic
moving
drugs.
to Totnes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man, love Totnes. Everyone's off their head there.
Go and hug a tree.
In fact, that as you
Smoke
said,
a tree,
we went to
innit?
a kebab shop in Totnes, didn't we?
Oh yeah, on the way from the gig the other night.
friendliest kebab shop.
No imminent
Ever.
threat whatsoever.
And then that girl threw up outside.
Friendly conversation. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And I
we were
trudged-
up in the yard,
and
innit?
I walked through a puddle about 30 centimetres deep.
It was a Stephen
walked
Green
in a mud
special.
flood.
That
Doug
was
walked
rather
through a mud
annoying.
flood.
Yeah.
But yeah, the gig was funny because we got the hecklers, and we'll come on to that in a bit. Hang
Stop
on.
getting distracted by live chat. We'll go to the live chat in a minute.
Right, cool. I'm going to ignore everyone. I like
No, we'll
conversing with
we'll
the fans,
go back to
innit?
you in a minute.
There's
We've
9 people
got-
watching,
we've got
man.
questions
One of them's me.
first. All
All right, we're gonna roll into the viewers, the podcasters' questions as per usual. Yeah, got quite a few to get through tonight. First one come from long time listener of the show, all 9 weeks of it.
Big up.
Mark Blebinson, master of the drum roll. There it is. He said, yeah, Robbie Williams and Liam Gallagher boxing match. Apparently this is doing the rumour mill, yeah. What do we think to it, and who would win?
Is it a rumour now, or was it back in the 90s or something? Because I remember something. They had a beef, didn't they?
Yeah, but it's been renewed by Robbie Williams.
Yeah,
apparently.
something to do with Eddie
I
Hearn.
know who I think I know who would win.
Robbie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So do I.
You know, that's mad. You know what? If it was a straight out and out fight, yeah, no rules, I reckon Liam would probably win just because of his feralness, yeah. But when you put the restrictions in there, I hadn't ever seen Liam Gallagher dance. I've seen Robbie Williams dance, so he's going to have some kind of movement to him. So he is
True.
going to be able to get the techniques of the boxing and that. So I think Robbie Williams in a boxing match, yeah,
Plus
wins.
He's hefty as well. He's got the weight in a boxing ring, man.
Yeah,
He's
I
gonna
don't
have
know.
to
Liam
wait over
Gallagher's
him.
not small though. I just don't think he's very agile. So he's not very athletic. I can't, he doesn't really move about much, does he? I know he goes running, but have you ever seen him run?
No.
Don't get me wrong. I like Liam Gallagher. He's a buzz, but like
Where have
he
you
don't
seen
really
him run?
I see. Oh, Hampton Heath, isn't it?
Hampton Heath.
Is that the one?
Hampton
where-
Heath.
Emma Hempstead, isn't it?
Is it Hampstead Heath?
You got Hampton.
Yeah, I was
Court.
in the bush there early in the morning. I won't
On
go
the
into
heath.
it.
Outside
Me and a
the toilet.
politician doing a reach around, and Liam Gallagher came running past.
I
Didn't
think it depends if Robbie can have a camera, because Liam does like punching people with cameras, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
So it all comes down to that for me. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest.
Would you watch it?
Same. Yeah.
I watched Conor McGregor and fucking.
Mayweather.
Yeah, and that was a
Mayweather.
lower technical
shit.
skill rate.
I
that
even watched.
Robbie and Liam will be.
I even watched Mayweather fight that
That Japanese lad.
Japanese lad. Yeah,
Yeah, that was terrible.
What
That
was
was
that
a
all
complete
about?
mismatch. That,
absolute
but
load of ass as well. What was the point in that?
what do we think to it?
Needed to get
That
up
was
to
the
his
other part
50,
of the
didn't he?
question.
What do we think to what? The beef?
Yeah, the prospects of him having a boxing match. Apparently, Eddie Hearn's been approached for it.
What's it over?
Don't know. He just wants to settle that 90s thing. It's a bit weird.
Screams a bit
It's not
desperate
gonna.
to
It's
me.
just yeah.
It's
a
just
load of
PR,
bollocks.
probably.
Yeah,
innit?
exactly. But
Liam
it's-
Gallagher ain't going to do that.
Nah,
No chance.
nah, because he doesn't need to, does he? I mean, at the end of
would
the
be
day,
funny
I'd
to
just be
see.
like, they see each other all the
They're
time.
probably
and that.
mates, aren't they?
I would have thought so. Or maybe Robbie's more in the Noel Gallagher thing, innit? Maybe.
I don't know.
Why don't they just have like a death match, like Robbie Williams, Noel Gallagher, Liam Gallagher, and Mel C from the Spice Girls?
Or like a tag match.
Why
Yeah.
Mel C?
Because she'd just mash everyone up, wouldn't she? She's
I
like,
would have thought Mel B would have.
nah, because she's all mouth. It's all
Okay.
Mel C, innit?
Mel C's the one.
She's
The
just
sporty one.
Sporty Spice, yeah.
Sporty Spice.
She used to be a wrestler, innit?
Did she?
Nah, I made it up.
All right. That would have been great, though.
So that's that question.
Yeah, cheers for getting it in so early as well,
Shall I
Blake.
go with a serious one or a jokey one? It's like
Yeah,
Christmas, innit?
Just go
go
for it.
how
What
you
kind of
feel.
present you want? Stocking filler or a big present?
Go for a serious one.
All right. Okay, so
Stocking filler.
we had a gig on Friday, yeah, and some knobhead walked into the venue, started heckling us to play Oasis Wonderwall. He promptly got told to fuck off.
Which was very funny.
It was quite funny. And
Shrunk, didn't he?
yeah,
He
his
did.
balls shrunk big time.
And then they
um,
left as well. They just ran away.
Left mid-song, which probably just as well because they could have battered me if they wanted to. But we put on Facebook about you got any Oasis covers or whatever, and then Herman decided to ask, what is the best song covered by another successful artist, which means he thinks we're successful.
Oh, well.
We've
Nice
made
one.
it. And as a band, what would we all like to cover if we did a cover tune?
The most successful cover, probably. I can't remember who wrote it. Was it Bob Dylan or Jimi Hendrix that wrote All Along the Watchtower? I think it was Bob Dylan.
Bob
wrote
Dylan,
it,
yeah.
Jimi Hendrix cover of that for me. It's a fucking great.
So you
cover.
do a cover of a cover of a cover.
No, you said which is the best one.
Oh, what's the best cover?
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you'd skipped.
I
to the
like
second.
Twist and Shout by the Beatles.
covered by?
I forgot who done the original. It wasn't the Beatles who done Twist
It
and
was.
Shout. It weren't, was
Yes,
it?
it was. It's a Lennon McCartney original, wasn't it?
No.
I'm almost certain it is.
Can someone Google it?
What?
Twist and Shout by the Beatles. It's an original song.
I wouldn't know.
I think it is.
I don't think it is, you know.
I thought
Maybe
it was.
isn't. Where's Ryan?
Are you sure? Because I know they covered a lot of songs. They covered Baby It's You and stuff like that.
And Money.
Money, yeah, that's definitely a cover.
I don't know. Like
That's a great cover.
my
as well.
favourite cover
Yeah.
is Madonna American Pie. Way better than the
Shut up.
original, man. Madonna just kills that every time.
Did she really cover American Pie?
Yeah.
What, by Don
Yeah.
McLean?
Yeah, she did for a soundtrack to something. And then also as well, during my brief moment of research while doing the poo, do you remember that band Tattoo, the two lesbians that got
Yeah.
on with each other?
From Russia.
I don't think she said.
Yeah, they covered How Soon Is Now.
I
by
tell you what, the
Smiths.
best
Did they?
cover
Yeah.
is, right, is Happy Mondays,
That's a good one.
Step On.
Step On.
That's what I was going to say.
And I didn't
Yeah.
know that was
I've
a
got
cover
another one as well.
until not very long ago.
They did a cover of Saturday Night Fever as
With
well,
Bee
didn't they?
Gees or whatever.
Have you heard that?
It's terrible, man.
I could imagine.
The best cover for me is, just for personal significance, is the House Martins' Caravan of Love.
You want to cover that?
No, that's
That's a
my
cover?
favourite cover song. Yeah, it's Isley Brothers tune.
Isley Brothers.
Yeah,
Is it?
Who's the Isley Brothers?
they did loads of tunes.
Who the
I've heard of them, but
They've
I
done
haven't
loads of
heard them.
tunes, man.
Who are
get
they?
covered.
What did they do?
Might have done something like Ferry Across the Mersey or something like that. They've done loads
was
of
Jerry and
those
the
kind
Jerry,
of.
yeah.
Isley Brothers have done a few tunes, innit?
They British.
I think so. Don't quote me on that.
Isley Brothers.
Don't know. I'm not going to Google it because I'll interrupt the flow of.
I didn't realise that was a cover.
Yeah, neither did I. I
What-
really
what-
know.
Yeah, but he also asked,
What would we cover?
what would we cover? What would you pair cover?
Depends how you want to do the cover. If it's a straight Weezer style, this is just the original track with the fucking lead singer's voice over the top, then anything, because it doesn't matter, does it? It depends if we're going to make
No.
it our own or not, and I think we'd have to, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that for me with the covers thing, I think it's all right for a successful band to do a cover if they make it their own thing, But it does my head in when we play out and people prop up their set with covers because
Yeah.
it's just like
Straight covers as well.
You
It's
got to
just
do a cover.
flattering, innit?
You got to
You know
do
what I
a
mean?
cover though when you go on to
Radio 1.
Radio 1 and
So
into the live lounge or whatever it is.
what would we cover? I don't
Not that I
know.
really listen to the
I think
Radio 1.
we should, if we were going to do it, we should do something like really, like from the 50s or something really random and just make it
Yeah.
proper.
I can't. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can't actually think of one, but I thought something similar to that. Just
Like a Buddy Hollies or like something
Yeah,
by
yeah.
the Supremes or something really random. Like
so we
the
just
Do Run
take
Run.
the lyrics
You've
and
lost
the
that
chord
loving
progression
feeling.
or something.
Patsy Cline.
You've
cover
lost
Patsy
that loving
Cline.
feeling. That's a cover.
Is it?
It was the fucking
Roy Orbison.
Right.
Oh,
Righteous
sorry, the
Brothers.
Righteous Brothers. Sorry,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
Roy
can't be
Orbison.
a cover.
Yeah, you just said a
Originally,
cover.
can it?
It was by the Righteous Brothers, though.
Yeah,
was
well,
it
we'll
Righteous?
recover it.
I don't know if it is Righteous.
We'll recover it.
But yeah, something like that, I think. Like the Do Run Run or something really random. And just make it really straight. To Do Run Run, yeah. To Do Run Run.
Like, so-
him on a Monday and I stood still.
Did anyone get back about Twist and Shout?
I don't know. There's been some stuff on there. I can't really see it. There's something. It was originally recorded by the Top Notes. It became a chart hit as a single by the Isley Brothers. The song has been covered
So-
by several artists, including the Beatles on their first album, Please
Told
Please
ya.
Oh,
Me.
shit.
The
You
Tremelones
see?
in 1962. The Who in 1970 and 1984.
Van Halen did it as well, didn't they? I know that.
So that's the covers. I don't think we really answered what we would like to cover, but I don't know.
Yeah, it was like a 50s tune or a 60s tune. Like
I
a
can't think because there's so many tunes to pick from, and I don't know. I think you've got to make some of your own. So I'm going to say Kate Nash. I know because Fingy done that, didn't he? The Arctic Monkeys.
must eat so many
Lemons, yeah.
Were they taking the piss when?
I think she done one of them and they done one of her, so it was like a mutual thing. I don't know.
Tune
I'll
swap.
do 808 State featuring MC Tunes, The North at its heights. I'll bring a classic back to life. If you know, you know.
Classic.
Right. Next question, please. Scotty
Next
G.
question.
Back again is Scotty G. Scott Gilfillan.
Gilfillan.
I don't know. I keep pronouncing
Gilfillan.
your second name wrong, Scott. I've known you for years, so fuck it. Strawberries or lemons? Pound for pound, what has more sugar?
It's got to be strawberry, hasn't it?
I don't know. I think it could be one of them trick questions. That was seamless, because we did the Kate Nash lyric. You must eat so many lemons. Straight into strawberries and lemons.
Are you still
prefer-
playing the audio?
What?
I can't hear anything.
I've turned it down, mate,
Oh,
because
you
we don't need
Go
to.
on, just turn it up a little bit. See
Why,
if-
mate?
I just
People
want
are
to check the
talking about it.
levels.
Yeah, that's
All
just...
right, go on, carry on.
Yeah,
Carry
thank you.
I don't know.
know.
Strawberries or lemons? What?
Pound for pound, what has most sugar?
I'm going to say, just because it's smaller, a strawberry. Because it's going to be one of those trick questions, isn't it? Do you know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
think
You
it's
would-
strawberry as well.
I
yeah.
thought initially strawberry, but I'm going to go with lemons because I think he's tricking us. Can someone Google what has the most sugar, pound for pound, strawberries or
I love
lemons?
both those fruits
So
as
do
well.
I. I love a lemon.
I love a lemon as
Well,
well.
I
yeah.
love sucking on a lemon. Nothing beats it, man.
What, so you get a cat's arse mouth?
Yeah. And then just douse it off with a strawberry.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go off script because Richard has asked a question twice, on the live feed. So I'm just gonna go into that quickly.
All
Evening Traps. Is
All right,
the
mate.
success of the band still dependent on having a regional attachment or identity? Well, apparently we're already successful according to her.
Yeah.
So
Thanks. Well, we're a bit stuck on that one, aren't we? Because you lot aren't from down here.
Yeah. Yeah, but we
Shabba.
live here.
Yeah,
Shabba.
but you don't really identify with the Southwest, do you?
No.
I mean, you hate the accent.
I think it's actually worse. I mean, I love the Brummie accent, but I know it comes across. And I just think the Southwest action
action.
is a lot worse.
I don't.
I do. Yeah,
Personally.
because you put on a posh non-accent
No,
like
I just-
Richard does. He's got a non-accent.
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't put on an accent. This is just how I talk. Put it on.
Well, you
I don't know. It
well, it's
depends.
natural now. You've got a
Yeah,
natural
but
non-accent.
then when I go to the Argo or whatever, it comes out, doesn't it?
No, you never said anything when I went to Argyle.
Yeah, because it was fucking depressing.
I was the one chanting, "Oh, get your dick out!"
That was me as well.
I started it, mate. Me.
Did you? Are you
What do you
sure?
mean, did
Well,
I?
Are you sure?
Does it
now?
depend on it
100%.
anyway? We've gone a bit off script, haven't we?
Oh, get your dick out.
Get your dick out.
Does
That
it
was
depend
funny.
on it? No. Because anything can happen at any given time.
In any
If there was a
place.
scene here, then fair enough. But there's different routes for people. Like you hear different things. Some people say be the biggest act in your area and then take it somewhere else. And then other people say if you're the biggest act in your area and you go somewhere else and you're a bit of a wet fart, there's no point. Do you know what I mean? So you kind of just like, I don't know, just do what you're doing and hope that along the line someone gives a
What you
fuck.
say, Ian?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So a yes and a no.
I mean, I don't know, because I don't think we're like an archetypal British band either. Do you know what I mean? Like the Who or anything like that.
I know you're gonna hate this song.
Yeah, you're right. I do fucking hate that song. It is terrible.
I like it.
No, you don't.
Shit or hit.
Definite shit.
So it's a yes and a no from me anyway. I'm fence
I
sitting.
think, yeah, you do often like climbing up on that fence and staying there.
This
don't you?
is a fence one, isn't it?
Looking
I think-
down and judging.
I think no. I don't think you need
With a
to.
splinter in my ass.
Not in this day and age. I mean, people don't really wrap themselves up in that kind of thing anymore, do they? When
No.
you've got like, you go to watch Liverpool or Man United play, then the majority of the crowd isn't made up of Liverpudlians or Mancunians anymore. It's all tourists in
I
football.
don't know,
and
there's a
everything.
shitload of Scousers who go to the...
Yeah, maybe the Scousers
They've stopped
a
the
little
waiting
bit.
list for season tickets in Liverpool.
Maybe the Scouse isn't such a good example, but
Yeah.
like Arsenal and Chelsea,
Man
and
United.
United, that kind of thing. And I think that's kind of reminiscent of everything in this day and age. No one really goes like
It's a global world now, isn't it?
exactly, and I don't think people really care. Like, I don't care that the Arctic Monkeys are from Sheffield, and I never cared that he sang in that accent. It wasn't something that drew me into them, but maybe it did for some people. But I can't really tell you another act that's like that now.
Don't know.
Even the Irish lads, what was that?
The Fontaines, DC.
His accent only comes out a little bit. It isn't that.
I don't know if there was
You know
if
what
there
I
was
mean?
something going on
Yeah.
here, then yeah, of course there'd be something to conquer, and I am quite competitive, so I'd be like, yeah, I want to like be seen as this, and this, but there isn't anything down here for it to be like that, so there's no point thinking about it. Just think you've got to have a good product and just account yourself wherever you go, and you don't know who's going to be watching, listening. You don't know where your opportunity is going to come from. You just got to be ready for it, like fucking Rocky, innit?
Yeah.
What, hit some meat?
Next question.
That was a good question, though.
It was a
Thank you.
good question.
Yeah.
All right. Right, Keefy D. Asks LPs, vinyl, cassettes, mini discs, 8 tracks. What is our favourite format? Yeah, and what would we like our music to be on? What's our preferred choice? It's easy for me.
Yeah, it'd be vinyl.
Yeah, speaking of which. Malthusian Trap. Palpitations. Covering dug up.
Best quality.
Vinyl, innit?
I mean, it is, and I don't know if that's that important to consumers.
I think it is when you hit a stage. I think vinyl's
Yeah.
big now, innit? Still, do you know what
Or
I mean?
if you're on something like Rough Trade, they push vinyl a lot, don't they?
From a personal point of view, there was only. It's like when you had your driving test, yeah, and you passed it first time. Just saying for the record. And you
As
get in
did
your
I.
car, yeah, and you're like, for the first time you drive, you're like, wow, this is sick. And then it's the same when you get your record, when you get your vinyl. It doesn't matter that you've still got 800 of them in your rehearsal studio. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I remember just unpacking the vinyl and being like, rah, fuck, I'm on record.
Yeah.
This is top. And then putting it on the record player and the sound, the feel, the crackle. Man, I'm getting a twitch on thinking about it.
Yeah.
But it's just nothing beats it. But of all the formats, yeah, other than vinyl, my second favourite was a mini disc.
Was
No
it?
way.
Mini disc.
I had
was
a mini
the
disc.
shit, mate.
No, but I mean, it would
I
be in
never
the
had
perfect world, yeah, but it never
It's
caught
decent.
on.
It was decent, though. It was reliable. It was robust. You could
Yeah.
record over it. You could
Yeah, but
do
it's got to
loads
be
of stuff with
CD
it.
after vinyl, man.
Nah, fuck CDs, man. Mini disc was the
CD
one.
mini disc.
Apart
Mini
from
disc
man,
was on. It
the
was
only
just,
man in the world with a mini disc player.
just unfortunate with the mini disc, yeah, that it just got superseded real quick by computers.
No, those things. I bought a, like a personal one that you attach
Yeah.
to yourself,
A person.
yeah.
and I dropped a fucking heavyweight
They're
speaker on it,
robust, man.
and
Yeah.
it still worked,
Mate,
man.
they were heavy duty, the mini disc.
CD player would have just been
Redundant, yeah.
and a vinyl player.
It's
Big
just they
up the
came out
mini
at the wrong
disc.
time, though, didn't they? That's the only thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just unfortunate.
You
couldn't
couldn't
get
People still release
I had
them,
a
though.
fucking George
Yeah,
Michael
they
mini
do.
disc because you just couldn't
A what?
get the.
George
George
Michael.
But
Michael.
you get the blank ones, innit? You get the blank ones and record onto them.
Yeah, I
have
know,
some
but it
wicked
doesn't
ones.
record as. I couldn't record it as digital onto it.
What? I could on mine. Decent. My mini disc was sick anyway.
What make was it? Sony.
Sony one, yeah.
Yeah, I had the
big one.
JVC.
JVC.
Nah, mini disc was good, man. But the thing is with the physical stuff at the minute, it's all coming back. So people are releasing like vinyl and cassette tape, like packs where you get like a little bit of something, and some people are like really like limiting. So when you get the cassette, it's like specific to the cassette. It's not the same as the record.
Yeah.
And it's clever, man, because people like physical things, don't
Oh,
they?
yeah,
to
but
collect.
cassettes are shit, man.
dunno.
Cassettes used to do my fucking
Yeah.
head in.
I think they.
It's nostalgia, man. Getting your pencil out, innit?
That's yeah. I think
don't see
I
that-
think they've
I'd-
been romanticized now by like people that never had tapes before,
They're
like
crap,
the younger
ain't they?
generations. But they were shit. And then, I mean, I had tapes when I was a kid that I played so much they didn't work anymore because like
Yeah.
the tape had got all fucked up.
Or it gets chewed and you're like,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake.
That's annoying. Yeah, the tune.
Yeah, bracky.
But it'd be cool to be on a tape cassette as well. I don't know. I mean, I'm up for having it on anything, whatever we make.
Hang on,
As long as
there's
we
some
buy it.
controversy going on live chat. Some
Is it?
like
What?
Paul's going, it's not called vinyl, it's called records. It's fucking vinyl, mate.
Well, I think actually it's vinyl records.
It's like it's not a vinyl player, it's a record player. It's still vinyl
It is
though.
a record player.
Do you know what I mean?
Doesn't that come
Yeah, the
from
record
like older
player is the
media,
player you play it.
Yeah, exactly.
though? So the record
Fucking
player.
vinyl, pal.
Is there? There might be a like a separate.
Spinning some
definition,
vinyl
though.
blood.
I don't know. Like
What, for the
came
record
first?
player?
What came first, vinyl or records?
Probably, I would say record because the vinyl's the material, and then it would have been coined like a lingo in it. So it would have been people would have been like, I'm not calling it records, I'm going to call it a vinyl. Like,
Yeah, but if
because it would have
It's
been
only
cassette
called
tape.
record player because that's what they used to do to
Dropped your juice.
to make it is record.
On the player.
That's what it comes from. Do you know what I mean? It's like to sample is to record, basically. That's all it means.
Yeah.
It's like in its basic sense,
But
isn't it?
people have record collections. They don't really have vinyl collections, do they?
I don't know, mate. If you talk to a
nowadays.
DJ, it's just vinyl, innit? Yeah, man. Check my vinyl, innit?
I say both, I think,
I say both as well, but I'm more likely to say vinyl than records.
Yeah, okay.
because you're a wannabe
Because I'm a
DJ.
wanker. Right.
I've got record.
I think we've only got one more question. Has anyone looked at what's got more sugar yet? Strawberries or lemons? You need to hit us up on the podcast with that one on the live chat.
Lemons?
On what?
Right. So,
Picking your nose.
Another
Paul
question.
Godfrey. Sorry, I had
He's drunk live on TV.
mate.
You like him, whack him, whatever his name is, the German.
Oh,
the German
manager's
manager.
sniffing his ass with that all the time.
Mate, I've already.
Dirty
You can't see what's
bastard.
going on under this table. I've been scratching away. Yeah, you know what I mean. But
Yeah, that probably wasn't a nose pick. That was a cheeky little sniff,
yeah,
wasn't
cheeky sniff. Mum, I'm sorry. Paul Godfrey
it? Again.
has asked. No, because he just made a comment before. Did very tall dinosaurs eat all the tall trees? And did dinosaurs' feet create mud flood? Over to you.
Douglas
Fishy.
Bishop.
Did dinosaurs eat all the very
Did
tall
tall
trees?
dinosaurs.
Well, they weren't big enough.
They weren't big enough.
Not to eat the tall trees. And actually, no, thinking of it, what am I on about? Dinosaurs never
Didn't
existed.
exist. I knew you were going to say that.
Well, I just thought they didn't exist.
How
The
come?
one thing that I always think
Because
about...
that was those big bones that they found, like the big leg bones, are basically giants' bones.
Oh, okay. So what about all like the skulls and the long necks that they found?
Just big animals.
What, big animals? They're
Yeah.
pretty like a
Some of them are-
Bronchiosaurus or whatever
well,
is pretty big.
Basically, all dinosaur stuff, bones and shit, is basically a big hypothesis, isn't it?
On what?
Care to define the word hypothesis?
Well,
It's
it's an
a theory.
idea, isn't it? A theory.
I'm sorry, I thought you weren't going to be able to do it, and then you'd be like,
Well, I wouldn't have said it if I fucking.
well,
Yeah, but what are they though when you put them together? They
What
look
do you
like
mean they're an
dinosaurs,
idea?
don't they?
Well, they find a bone
yeah.
and they go, "We'll make an animal
an enemy.
an animal from that bone." And they go, "Look, it was this. This is how it looked."
Yeah, but they have found like 97% of a skeleton.
But have
before.
they?
Yeah.
But really, have they?
Yeah, they have.
I don't.
We
think
are
they
not
have.
living in the age of deceit.
Exactly. We come back to that.
I
So-
will say, though, that I've been to the National History Museum and I've seen the fossils, and they
They're
are
made of
all
Bob
replicas.
fossil.
They're all, exactly.
So I will say that. But then that's probably
They're
because
all what?
they're two replicas. Like they're
But they're made of stone. So why can't they
Stone
put them
roses.
on there?
because stone roses, yeah. Because some of them are really fragile.
Not if they're made of stone.
Yeah, but it's not stone as we like go, oh, look,
It
there's
is.
a brick. It's
It
not
is.
it's not like that.
It is.
They're not, they're
juicing.
fossils, they're different. They're like mineral thingies that are like compressed over
Mineral
time.
thing. Oh, you've sold me.
All right.
Mineral thing.
Fucking age of deceit over there.
Do you know what?
What
Yeah.
was the other bit? The mud. Did it cause the mud flood?
Did the big dinosaurs cause the mud flood?
No,
No.
because the mud flood was only about 100 years
It's
ago.
Tatarian, wasn't it? You know what I was watching the other week? Yeah, I was watching the His Dark Materials on BBC. Yeah, and in that they said
What's that?
it's a adaptation of Philip Pullman's book, His Dark Materials, or his trilogy. It's some like mad like fantasy thing about a universe that runs adjacent to ours. And
Okay.
like that kind of shit, yeah. But they're talking about, they said something about the Tatarian in there, and I was like,
Yeah, because you know it was an
No
actual
way.
thing. It was just a place where you didn't know what there was, so they called it Tataria.
so it's a real thing.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's in the modern history books. But if you read the proper history books,
Okay, well, have you read the proper history books, have you?
actually, yes.
Oh, yeah, actually, I think you'll find.
Actually, I think you'll find.
So what,
you're
Yes,
wrong.
Rich.
what are these books called?
What?
Big up Rich on that one.
What's he say?
No way, I've not heard this name for ages. Yeah, he used to live near us, innit? Richard has just gone tape recording Stu Allen on Key 103
Oh,
back,
no way, Stu
in the
Allen.
late 80s. No way. And lemons and strawberries. Lemons apparently have more sugar.
Oh, that's annoying.
So
I
there
said
you go.
strawberries,
We'll
didn't I?
fact check that though at the end of the thing, innit?
Fact check. Independent
check,
fact
yes.
check. Don't believe the Tories.
Don't believe the hype. So yeah, mud flood, dinosaurs. Are we done on that?
I think so, because there's no
Yes, it's a load of
correlation
bollocks.
between.
Stop listening to Douglas.
There's no correlation between the mud flood and dinosaurs, because dinosaurs didn't exist.
There you go.
And the mud flood was only 100
And mud
years
flood,
ago.
well,
Ancient Rome
we
was
all
only
know where that
60
come
years ago.
from. No, it was more than 60.
70.
So fuck the
It
dinosaurs.
was after the First World War.
No, it was before.
Oh, because the First World War was only a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that disrespectful, given the time of year.
What? November?
Right,
We'll
what's
move
next?
on before I get upset.
Okay.
Right, Coxie, big up the subject. Let's do it.
All right, okay. So, Saturday night, Deontay Wilder versus Ortiz. Did you watch it?
No.
Did you watch the knockout?
I've seen some of the highlights.
Saw the
I've
knockout.
not caught the knockout yet.
So
I've read about it.
I haven't
which
watched
is
all
as good
the
as
fight,
watching it.
Oh, yeah.
but it looked like it was Ortiz all the way, and then that one massive smash of a punch at the end to finish it. Great fucking knockout. Really good punch. Really great knockout. And it got me thinking about the rematch with Tyson Fury. And then I went back today and I watched a highlight reel of the showboating that Fury was doing during the Wilder fight. And he's really taking the piss, like proper Tyson Fury style back in the day. But after watching that knockout, I just kind of think, and then watching Fury's last fight, I just don't think Fury could beat him.
Beat who?
Wilder. The rematch is still on, isn't it?
Yeah, February they're looking at. February, March.
I just don't think he could beat him.
What?
Whereas before going into because I just don't see he's got the strength to take on that kind of punch. If Wilder lands that kind of punch,
he's already
he knocked
been.
him over.
He knocked him down twice and it was a long 10 count. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were talking about this yesterday.
But the thing is, you got to rely on that punch. That's all he's relying on, and
Yeah, but
that's
then
not
all
going to come
Tyson's-
every single fight.
But all
You're gonna
Tyson's
get
relying
clipped.
on is not getting clipped.
Exactly.
Say it again.
All Tyson's relying on is not getting that punch. And
Yeah,
Wilder
but he's
could
got
land
a
that-
chin and a half, though. He has got a
Yeah,
chin,
but Wilder
man.
could land that at any time.
He's the biggest puncher that
Yeah.
there's been for decades.
It only
This
takes
is what
one
I
punch.
said yesterday, yeah.
Because
Tyson
Go on.
Fury's got the ability to beat him, outbox him over 12 rounds, and if he doesn't get drawn into the showboating, then he's got the ability to do that without doubt, yeah. But his problem is, I think he gets bored when he boxes.
Yeah.
So in the first fight, every time he got clipped, it came after the showboating and
It
the
did,
tongue
didn't it?
sticking
Yeah.
out and
It
the
did.
hands getting dropped.
It did.
In that last round, all he had to do was outbox him and just keep away from him. But he got drawn in the last round, and that's great from a boxing point of view in terms of like watching it as a fan. But for him, I don't think he wins the rematch,
No, neither do I.
and that's the first time I've said that. I think Wilder, I know what you're saying about that's all he's relying on, but he only has to detonate one punch and you're out, mate. It's as simple as that. And he's got the athletic ability to. And I've seen in Wilder a difference from when he fought Fury. He's more self-confident. He knows he can wait a little longer. He knows he can clip you with that punch and it's lights out. So
I disagree.
The other thing as well is
we'll find out. Hopefully.
We will.
The other thing as well is he doesn't listen to his corner at all. There's a really cool, I think it's BT Sport, put it up on YouTube. You can watch the corner cam from the last fight, or maybe it's the fight before, the one where he got cut.
Oh yeah, with against the Swedish fella.
Yeah, and he's just not listening to the corner one bit. I mean, I don't think I could listen to Eddie Hearn.
It's very
It is Eddie
seldom
Hearn, isn't it, in his
boxers do
I can't
actually
remember.
listen
No,
though
Frank
in the
Frank
heat
Warren.
in the heat of the moment.
corner. I know, but he's so like bad. He doesn't listen at all. Like there's direction there that he could have won that fight really easily, really comfortably. But like you say, he's showboating, or he's going in for more trouble when he doesn't need to, particularly in that last round, because he's getting tagged loads in that last round, and his corner's just screaming at him like, "You don't need to stop," and he keeps going in. If you do that against someone like Wilder, you're just setting yourself
It's
up
a
for the knockout.
50-50 fight.
It is. It's
No,
going to be a
because
good fight.
like if they fought like a few times, you know what I mean? It'd be that kind of like scenario where one would win the other, and then the other one would win.
Yeah.
And Fury's got the best boxing ability of all the heavyweights, without doubt.
Definitely.
But there's just a question mark for me on whether or not he can avoid it for 12 rounds with that thing in his head. Like he got really criticised for the way he boxed Klitschko, and I think it's kind of got in his head a little bit in the sense of he feels like he needs to put on a show, and
Yeah.
that's the last thing he needs to do. He needs to not get knocked out.
Yeah, and he needs to land some big punches. Do you know
But
what I
we'll
mean?
find out, hopefully.
And then we've got the Johnson, Anthony
Yeah.
Joshua, sorry.
Joshua.
Anthony
against
Joshua fight
Ruiz.
coming up. When is that?
That's the 7th of December.
So that's like 2 days before the election.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be a good fight. I
Maybe
reckon.
they should put Johnson and Corbin on the undercard.
Yeah, right. That'd be a good one, wouldn't it?
You know what I mean? And then
Winner
get
takes
Sturgeon against Swinson. Yeah, man, that'd be sick.
Winner takes all.
That's what I'd like to see out of an election.
It would be a
Right.
far better way to decide something than...
Yeah,
Sturgeon would batter them all.
I think she would, you know. Little Jimmy Cranky. Mad.
Jimmy Cranky.
Nah, big up Sturgeon. She's
What do you think about the Joshua fight then? Let me just say as well that I want Tyson to win that fight because I
Yeah, so do I. But I just
love
got a
He
bad
will
feeling
win.
about it.
I hope he wins. I just got a feeling he's going to stick his chin out too much.
But we'll see. We'll see.
No, you
We'll
believe
see.
in the hype now.
Nah, not at all.
You've heard
Have
something
you seen
and you
that
knee
knockout,
jerking
though?
again.
Nah.
I mean, all I'll say is
Knee
that Wilder can
jerkers,
get
the pair,
smashed around.
King Kong Ortiz has been one of the most avoided boxers of the last 7 or 8 years. His technical pedigree is second to none. Plus, as well, he can bang as well. He's a heavy-handed individual. Yeah, a lot of the top heavyweights, including Joshua, have avoided him. Wilder's fought him twice and beat him twice.
Yeah.
Plus, he's been in with Fury. And that 10 count in the final round against Fury was a long 10 count. There is arguments to say that he didn't get up in time. So you can see both sides of it. Plus, as well, he clipped him twice and dropped him twice in the fight. So it's not like Wilder's a hype job. He deserves to have some hype against him because he's just blasting people out and he can bang big time.
He's
He's got freakish power for his frame and his size. But anyway, what were you saying about Anthony Joshua?
Well, what do you think about the Joshua
What,
fight?
Anthony Joshua tree by you too?
Do you think he's got a chance?
Who, Joshua?
Yeah.
I don't know. I bet there's loads of people out there that he's obviously got a chance because he can hit him and he's had him on the floor before. I don't think he's going to win.
I actually don't even like talking about Joshua.
No,
I
I
switch
don't-
off.
I don't
when
like
you
Joshua.
started talking about him, I actually went to take a drag of my microphone instead of the fucking cigarette.
Oh, that's on camera. Man's vaping his microphone, isn't it?
Well, the reason I was going to ask is because do you think he takes steroids?
Oh, are we
I'm segueing.
segueing.
I'm segueing, but I'm doing it tactically.
I don't know. It's been implied that he does.
He looks like it, doesn't he?
I'm sure he has. He has in the past.
Dillian
he's
White
massive.
seems to think he has, but I don't know. Dillian White's currently trying to clear up a thing of his own, and he's been in trouble before.
Yeah.
So who knows, man? I'm sure there's many of them on it.
All
that I
top
don't know.
athletes who've had injuries, I'm not saying Joshua's had injuries, have taken steroids or some performance-enhancing drug to get back to
Even
where they
Michael
were.
Owen.
And what do you base that on, Douglas Bishop?
Off
Just what you think.
Invictus. Is it Invictus?
Invictus?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that as well. So
I've thought that for you. I mean, a few people. I mean, Rich, actually, who's watching us
What,
tonight,
he
has said
takes
that before.
peds?
Yeah.
No,
To get back to his
Cast
top
and aspersions.
surfing pedigree.
I've heard he's a good surfer.
yeah, I've heard he's a good
Yeah,
surfer.
I
as
never
well.
said that.
Yeah, you
All
did.
right, did you not?
Oh yeah, sorry, we weren't
You're
supposed to
making
say
me blush.
It's only because you want to follow in his footsteps.
Damon Foster, surfer extraordinaire,
I do a bit. Yeah, I'm learning.
learning.
What
You
do
don't
know?
have to learn. You just got to get out there.
Is that right? All right,
Yeah.
you can come with me then.
That's how you
All right.
learn. You get out there. You
Exactly.
get beaten up by the waves.
The loo roll on the table is for afterwards. We like to watch ourselves back and things get a little bit steamy.
It's not. It's for this
Doug spilt water all over the
Diarrhea.
table, innit?
diarrhea-coloured fucking turmeric
Yeah,
tea.
in
pets
case
in
anything
sport.
slips out. Peds in
Drug
sport.
cheating.
Yeah, we said we were going to talk about it last week, didn't
Yeah.
we? So let's talk about it.
What do you want to say?
I don't know. We should talk about it. We said we were going to.
You know what? Yeah, I don't see what the problem is with drugs in sport. Yeah, the only one that I think slightly murky is like combat sports, in the sense of like if someone genuinely has got that advantage on you because they can work harder, or you know they're not going to be as fatigued or whatever. Yeah, that's putting someone at risk.
Yeah, but the thing is as
So
well,
they should all
I've
just
heard,
take it.
can't remember where I read it, different bodies react differently and some react a lot better. You know, and they
And
might
some-
be,
and some
apparently,
react
that's
worse
what
as
someone
well,
said
don't they?
about Lance Armstrong. You know, before he took the peds and all that, he was just, he was a good rider, but he wasn't like up there.
Elite.
But his body just seemed to, I know he was a part of the biggest drug fucking...
In the dirtiest sport as well.
Yeah, but his body apparently was meant to be perfectly adapted to...
For drugs.
For drugs, yeah.
His special...
Perfect adapter for
Mate.
drugs. So why wouldn't he?
You know what? Yeah. I think
What responds the best, probably.
I think some people are just meant to be off their heads and that. So I'd be in there, yeah. If it was everything was like the sports was like you've got to get on it, I'd be in there with Joshua in it. Be like, what? I'm on acid. You know what I mean? I'll mash you up now, pal.
I'm
seeing
fairies. I'm going to knock you
Yeah. I'm going to recite some poetry to you, motherfucker.
Yeah, and at the end you're like, did I win? No, Damon,
Or all of a sudden
you
you're
didn't.
like, look, I don't care about winning anymore. I've gone into Zen state, and you just get your head kicked in.
But you never know. You never hear about the like we said this the other week, didn't we? About football. Like you don't hear any like you're not can't tell me that Premier League footballers aren't on something.
Not just-
the amount of money.
You can't
Not
tell
just
me that
Premier
anyone
League.
that gets up in the morning and 7 days a week they got to run, lift weights, do all the fucking physical, like to the point where they're fucked at the end of it.
Yeah, but there
every
is
day.
people out there who do that.
I'm sure there is, and,
Yeah, of
and
course,
they're
They're
very honest and good people.
Yeah, there is some.
The only
But
thing I would say I don't
it's-
agree with drugs in sport is the Olympics. Simply
Why?
because it's supposed to be a test of what
You know what,
human
though?
beings
I
can
bet
do.
I bet the Greeks was on stuff when they done the original Olympics.
Well, that's how
What, like wine and that?
Yeah, or like fucking I don't know, like what's like some of the herb. You know what I
Some of
mean?
the
That
herb,
grow. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's the same as endurance sport. Cycling, back to cycling again, about wanker.
Beat me to it, innit?
Is you know when it started back in the early 1900s or the Tour de France,
Oh yeah,
or
yeah.
they was all
It
taking
was on speed and that, wasn't it?
amphetamines,
Yeah.
this, that, the other, pick me ups and whatever.
I just think the
Pick me
Olympics
trucks.
is the only one that should be pure. And I
Oh,
mean
you should just have a
anything
drugs
else.
Olympics.
Or have a
Yeah.
drugs Olympics, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Like what's that Japanese
They're
fighting
fucked up
thing?
in it, Olympics.
What's the Japanese? It's not Pride, but I think they've taken over from Pride, where they're all and it's clearly like, yeah, they don't care about drugs or anything.
And they just go at it.
Yeah, what's that one called again? That
Never heard of it.
it's based. I mean, it's not open. It's not like these people are openly taking drugs. But like,
But
if
no
you
one
watch
gives
a
a fuck.
fight, it's like WWE times a million, like the size of them and stuff. And they're clearly just like fucking roided off their heads, getting in the ring and battering each other. And I have, whatever, innit?
And then it just go. Then it's just a leveler, innit? It's a level
Yeah.
thing. I mean,
mean,
it's just like, what's the point? But I do, you know what I mean? It's like what you said. The people who don't do it and still achieve good things, but you can never really tell.
No. And as
No.
soon as someone starts winning, then that's when
It's
the
just like
magnifying
it's like
glass is
Mo
gonna come
Farah,
on.
innit?
Well,
Yeah.
it all comes back to
Easy.
the businesses and the money that's being generated from these athletes.
Yeah, of course.
You know, people
And
saying we
again,
want it
that's-
clean. It's like, yeah, but we're all making so much money
Yeah,
here.
that's it, innit? At the end of
Do you
the
know what I
day.
mean? And then as soon as they get caught, they're just like, we didn't know. It's like, shut
Yeah.
up.
You know what? Yeah, the Mo Farah one, innit? It's just like he won't winning anything, and then he gets with that guy Salazar, and then all of a sudden he starts winning loads of
Everything.
stuff. Yeah,
And like panning people.
that's suspect, innit? What does everyone on the chat think? Just one word: clean or cheat for Mo Farah. I want to
Clean
see what the
or
poll
cheat.
says. But
And Paula Radcliffe.
oh,
Shit, that's a funny one. You know,
she shit herself. No, she.
I think
pissed
they said it
herself.
on
it's a poo
on
thing.
the on
Jared
the
the Marathon.
Invictus documentary. They didn't go into her very much, but they just, I don't know if someone said it on that she was always absent in some way through
Oh, yeah.
injury for the Olympics.
Yeah.
Because I don't know whether she couldn't blag it or whatever, but I mean, who knows?
Or maybe she was just unlucky.
She could have been unlucky,
Do you
but
know what I mean?
she ran one of the fastest times.
it's been broke now, though,
It's
hasn't it?
been broke now. She was, I think it was really close to the men's,
It was.
wasn't it? And it's like,
Like, but that's what I mean. If it was clean, then you would know that that's legit. The Olympics, I mean,
Too legit to quit.
too legit to quit. It's difficult, isn't it? Because then you'd be like, well, I can just go to Tour de France and take as many drugs as I want, why would I compete in the Olympics? Do you know what I mean? If you were an athlete, because they do it both, don't they? Like especially the cyclists and stuff.
Have you ever actually tried doing sport off your noodle? Because I have a few times. It didn't go well. I remember turning up for Sunday League. Yeah, literally, I was just like
rattling.
I was off my noodle. Yeah, even like I won't go into too much details. I come on the football pitch and like I ran around for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm gonna have to sub myself. Like this ain't working. But they're doing stuff about microdosing and that, aren't they? And saying how it can benefit things. So maybe there's a
that's not microdosing steroids, is it? You're on about microdosing fucking
shrooms and that.
Shrooms and
yeah, of course. But
psychedelics.
that's what I'm saying. Like maybe if you microdose the acid and that, like you become you become good at stuff. I remember once I played basketball. A little bit worse for wear.
Flying circus, you know when they do.
Yeah.
But it was like
philosopher's football.
Yeah, it's like us Kobe Bryant. That man was slam dunking it, like, and it was, you're just at one with things, aren't you? You get into
all
the
of a sudden you can jump 2 meters in the air.
That's what I'm saying. Like drugs Olympics.
Drugs Olympics.
Yeah, but not the not the peds. You on about just like
just off anything.
Gear Olympics.
Anything.
People doing lines.
Now
and
we've
doing
got the crack cocaine javelin. It's stuck in his eye. He's still running.
He loves it.
You know what I mean?
he spiked himself. He's going for it.
No,
He's just decided to jump instead. He fucking runs and takes a big jump. That would be good.
That would be funny.
It would be funny.
But yeah, there's loads of drugs in fucking sport, man.
I think it's not the only thing though, is it? It's like journalists taking like speed so they can stay up on writing. Yeah, it's fucking.
Yeah, but they're going to have a Did you write that piece? Yes. Get drug tested.
No, I'm just saying.
It's gone, this one.
You can't do that. We'll get fired. No, but you know what I mean? It's like, it's in everything, isn't it? People like you're saying, microdosing helps people be more creative and stuff like that, and do other things, I suppose.
Yeah, the studies going into it, isn't there?
Is it Adderall?
Adderall.
Is it Adderall? Like
we've got bog roll. Don't know about Adderall.
It's a synthetic speed. Is that like a... It's what I think they started. I watched a documentary about it ages ago. Like they started giving it to kids with like ADHD. I think it's supposed to help them concentrate, and then they realised it's like hyping them up even more or something.
Oh, I've had Ritalin before.
Have you?
Yeah, like it's prescribed. It's prescription, isn't it?
Mm.
It got prescribed.
That makes it all right.
Got prescribed to me by my mate. That was weird.
What was it like?
It just considering it's for people who have got ADHD, it just made me hyper.
Yeah.
So
I think that's what it's supposed to do, isn't it? It's supposed to make you really hyper, and then you just mong out and just.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, that's it. Drugs in sport.
Drugs in sport.
It's all good. Do it. Cheat. Win everything.
Well, just make it not a cheatable
Have no mercy.
Have no mercy.
Fuck everyone off. But on a serious note, Darren Campbell still goes on about, you know, what was the...
Darren Campbell. Go on.
The sprinter.
The sprinter. Is it Dwayne Chambers?
Yeah, he's the other
Well,
sprinter.
they were in the relay, weren't they? And they won an Olympic medal. I don't think they won gold, but it was a medal.
No, it was a bronze, I think.
And they had it taken off him. And Darren Campbell's just like, I won't speak to him to this day if I see him.
You sure they had that one taken off him?
Yeah. Got taken off him because Darren Campbell, he's really bitter about it. So I guess it does kind of like mess people up who have got true intentions. But I just think, you know what I mean? There's a saying in life, and it goes something along the lines of, if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
So get on it.
Yeah, that's what happens, isn't it?
Get mashed
up. Right. Shall we move along?
Yeah, let's move on. It's
whose subject?
I think it's you, mate.
Damon.
All right.
Or shall we take a minute to look at the
take a minute
live
to
chat?
reminisce, talk about Corrie.
Yeah.
Deirdre. Live chat. We're quite up to date with it. Paul Godfrey says, let's see how fast a man can really run. On drugs, presumably. I mean, that'd be a mad thing, isn't it?
Or just
how
a pissed
fast
Olympics.
can it really can they do it, man?
Everyone's got to down 8 pints and then run the 100 metres.
There was a question. What's our favourite crisps?
I've just had some lime and what is it? Lime and
Coriander.
coriander
Poppadoms.
poppadoms by Walkers.
They are nice.
They are
I
good.
try not to eat them because you can just cane them pretty quick.
I
But
like the Thai ones they do as well.
Do you?
Yeah, I think they're nice.
What, the crisps?
Yeah, the Thai sweet curry or whatever. I like them.
Apparently, lemons are 70% more sugar or something.
70%
Really?
more sugar.
Hang on, where's that
What, than
one
a
gone?
strawberry?
Yeah, but in its weight.
It's pound for pound, so lemons 70% versus 40%. I don't know. We're gonna have to fact check that, aren't we?
So strawberries are healthier.
I don't know if it's.
What? How does that
I
affect?
don't know. I don't know if what constitutes. I like lemons.
I don't know.
I
Every
like
time I
lemon.
have a lemon, it's with alcohol.
Yeah, I have it in the G&T and that, innit?
I have it in my cup of tea
In my cup of tea.
every now and then. My favourite crisps are these chili and lemon curls from India. Like, you see them in World Food things. I've got
He's got
some
a
over
packet
there.
right
Chili
over
and
there.
lemon. I'm going to eat them afterwards. I'll send you a
over there.
picture. That's it. We're up to date. There's been a bit.
I like crisps.
All right, go on. What was your favourite crisp, Forrest Gump?
I don't know. I like a lot of crisps.
Yeah.
Life's like a pack of crisps. They're all the same and they
They're all
come
the
in
same
different
flavour.
sizes. Yeah.
What's your favourite
I
crisp?
don't know. I like squares.
Squares are decent.
They've
They're
lost
decent.
They've lost the
They're not as good as they
romanticism.
used to be. Same thing with discos.
Discos, man, they used to make my face curl up in it like
I used
a
to
lemon.
like sticks as well.
Yeah,
So
chipsticks.
remember the sticks.
Yeah.
Smiths.
I
The
think
original
so, yeah.
chipstick.
The original.
I had
yeah.
a dream about them the other night.
Oh, you know what I like? Sorry. Oh, fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Oh, really? I don't like them.
Yeah.
I like the Space Raiders, man.
I like a scampi fry. That's
Oh,
a crisp,
yeah.
isn't it?
What dream was it?
I had a dream about the original chipsticks. I was eating the shop brand chipsticks in my dream. Someone was like, "Oh, come over here. I've got some of the original chipsticks."
Come over.
And I saw the chipsticks and I checked in the dream because it's a conscious dream to see if it was Smith's.
Yeah.
And it was. And I ate it. And in my dream, I was like, yeah, these taste loads better. But that's weird that we were talking about chipsticks and that happened.
Yeah.
Synchronicity.
I like a frazzle as well.
Premonition.
Yeah. I went off
Dunno.
them.
I like frazzles.
I like bacon thingamajig thing crisps.
You can't eat them.
Can't. It's because it's all flavourings. No pigs were
That's
harmed.
how vegans live their lives.
What, eating fake meat? Desperately
Flavourings.
trying to get back
Yeah.
to eating meat.
Yeah.
It is. Why not?
Since flavoured.
Yeah. What's your flavour?
Tell me what's your flavour.
So, subject 2 of
Yeah.
the evening.
Damon.
It's yow.
Damon Foster. That's me. So, I was reading, because I can read just about, yeah. And I was reading about social media, because obviously we do a lot of stuff on social media, and you see it all the time, the Snapchats, the WhatsApps, the this, the TikToks, the that, all this kind of shit, yeah. And I was reading that people are leaving social media in quite large numbers, right?
Yep.
And then I've seen that thing about Cambridge Analytica, you know, the documentary on Netflix about how they're
The
rigging
hacked
elections and stuff. Yeah, the Great
It's good,
Hack.
that. Yeah.
It's a good documentary if people
Really
haven't
good.
seen it. It's
Really
worth watching.
good.
And I also, by chance, saw a video of Sacha Baron Cohen talking about... I didn't watch it all because it got a bit boring. No offence, Borat. And he was talking about Zuckerberg and everything and how, like... How dodgy they are. And they are, aren't they? They're not nice people, yeah? Like, I seen this thing where Zuckerberg, I wish I could find the quote, but he was basically saying that he doesn't care about people's rights and privacies as long as Facebook is a protected entity, yeah? Something along the lines of that.
What? You heard that come out his mouth?
I seen the quote in an article. It must have been a couple of months ago. If I find it, I'll bring it to the table next week. But the guy's just an evil cunt, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not a nice man. None of these people are. They're selling our rights. They're selling our privacy
Well, the thing
and
it's not our
manipulating
right, though.
society. And my question's this, yeah. Is it time to ditch social media?
Well, that's not going to happen, is it?
Why?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that are leaving, especially Facebook. Facebook's the big one,
Facebook's
isn't it?
taking a massive
Yeah, but
hit.
all the youngsters coming up, they want to get on it.
It's the youngsters that are actually
I
leaving.
thought Facebook was becoming more of an old person's thing.
Yeah, but Sophia, she loves Instagram.
Yeah, but that's not
My
Facebook,
daughter.
though, is it? That's what I mean. I think
but it's still
Facebook
a
is the
social
one-
media.
It's owned by Facebook.
It is, but I think Facebook
It's still
is the
social
one.
media as well.
Yeah, of course. But I think Facebook is the one, and TikTok in particular is, to carry on what you were saying, is now one of, if not the biggest one. I think Instagram's still the biggest one.
Maybe it's going to go into a quick hit thing, because they're all quite quick hits, aren't they? When I say a quick hit, it's you do your TikTok and it's done. You do another one, it's done. Do you understand what I mean? Like, and Instagram's kind of like that as well, isn't it? You do a video or
all the stories and stuff.
It's like
it's
kind
only
of
24
quick,
hours.
unlike Facebook is. Looking at it, could be more enjoyed by older people.
Well, I think the thing with Facebook is it's supposed to be about locking. It's supposed to be about locking a moment in time and sharing it with everybody.
Yeah, it's supposed to be connecting you with your mates, isn't it?
Yeah, and your family.
That was
and
the
stuff.
That was the original, yeah.
But it's not that anymore.
Because
No,
I'll
it
tell you
hasn't
what,
been like that for a
I'll
long
tell you what
time.
will stop happening as well. It's when I first got on Facebook or I bet you reconnected with people you hadn't seen in ages. Where the kids now, they ain't going to have to do that, are they? Because they're always going to have been connected to those people, and still. Do you understand what I mean?
The scary thing is it's such a footprint that people can look at it and know exactly where you are at any
Job
given time.
interviews, man.
Yeah, anything you've done before. And like you were saying, taking away our rights. Well, we haven't got any rights because you give away your right as soon as you join it. Like, you don't own anything you put on Facebook. And I think people forget that a lot. Like, you don't own anything you put on social media. Anything at all. So when people put pictures of their kids up and stuff, it always makes me feel a bit like, that's a bit weird.
You don't you don't even own, the music you buy from iTunes.
Yeah, I heard that before.
Yeah.
Oh,
where
people have taken them to court to get
Bruce Willis.
People.
I remember it was Bruce Willis. He said he's going to leave his whole collection from iTunes to his daughter, and they said you can't.
That's mad.
It's crazy, isn't it?
That is crazy.
I don't know what happened in the
That's why you
end.
need to get mini disc collection.
Exactly. Well, I think that's why this stuff's coming back, like you were
Yeah,
saying.
it is.
Vinyl.
Because it's a commodity, isn't it?
I mean, I've got my dad's. Well, I think we've all got, the three of us have got my dad's Beatles records and stuff. They're all originals, you know what I mean? And I'd never sell them. But, if it was all iTunes, I wouldn't have had any of that.
I know.
I don't know. It's a mad world that we're living in, because I think we're kind of, our generation particularly, is caught between this idealistic view of how it was and outrage at how social media is, but no one does anything about it. So in the same breath, I'm sat here asking a question about should we leave social media, and I mean from two perspectives, from perspectives as us as individuals, also from a society point of view, but at the same time I'm asking all these people here that are watching, all these suckers, to give us questions and subjects on social media. So it's like a twofold thing. It's a difficult thing. Like, I'd be much happier. Like, I was happier when I sacked off Facebook, but then I got sucked back in again, and it's addictive. And it plays into the innermost primitive things of our brain, innit? Like getting likes and
being part of a tribe
and everything. It's just, I don't know. I think we should fuck it up.
That shit never bothered me, though.
I mean, for me, I don't actually go on there.
Although it does on the band stuff, sorry.
No, go on. I talked over you. Go on.
No, you just saying about the likes and stuff, it never bothered me when I was
used
on
to get
Facebook.
into arguments, though.
I know, yeah.
That's the same thing, though, isn't it? Because it's like, it's
I love a good argument.
Yeah, but it's the same.
Wind up, mate,
it's a validation of your, right. So in the last week, I've called on Facebook. I've called someone a dickhead after that gig, and that caused a load of shitstorm. And I also called some guy a wanker the other day. And each time I've had validation for the comments and I've had reaction. It's the reaction that gives you the buzz. Yeah. And then you're checking your phone every 2 minutes to see if someone said something, and then you're like, yeah, you are a dickhead. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? It's like, it's stupid.
It basically takes you back to the school ground, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Does.
It takes you back to the playground where you used to call someone a wanker and run away.
Yeah, but it's also Facebook, and that is also like, what's it called when you, it's not mumble to yourself. Well, it is, isn't it? You're like, I'll make a cup of tea. But nowadays, we'll go,
I'm making a cup of tea.
It's just basically a mumble in your head. Like,
like an inner monologue, but it's actually everyone can read it.
So it's just like fucking, I think I'll go down the road and get some crisps.
I mean, I don't know. From a band point of view, there's good aspects to it, because we wouldn't know that anyone listened to us or gave a shit about the music if there was no social media. So in that sense, it's good. But even then, it's kind of like a little bit like of a vicious circle, because then you get drawn into all the detail, who said what from where, and then it's like checking your phone every 2 minutes to see if someone's liked what you're doing. It's a fucking tough one, man.
Well, I mean, not for me personally. Like I say, I post stuff on there. I don't go on there. Like, I don't read anything or I don't watch anything that people put on there. If it's a video, like a music video or something, I'll watch that.
You sent me something today.
What did I send you?
You sent me a thing about a fucking penis on a whiteboard.
Oh yeah, but that was funny. It was a video.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's the kind of shit I'm talking about.
Oh, you got to see that. It's so funny.
The thing. Yeah.
Is it a joke?
Yeah, it's just like
In
Three
school.
minors.
It's a joke that, like a prank that some kids have played on this
On a
teacher.
teacher.
They've drawn a cat on a whiteboard, and she's like rubbing out everything, and then she rubs out the cat. But someone's actually made the cat out of a massive cock and balls.
It's in permanent marker, that bit.
So she rubs it off the cat, and it's just a massive cock on the board. It's brilliant.
Social media for you.
But I mean, what I mean is I don't like read people's opinions on there. Like I don't care what matey down the road or someone I used to go to school with cares about how we should run the country. It's the worst place in the world to go for that. And YouTube and everything's the worst place to go in the world for political views.
I just don't like the way. Like, I'm not saying that people's views have to be policed and all that. Yeah, but I'll give you a good example of why it's like the things like fucked. Yeah, we did a music video, Things to Come. We put it out the other month. Yeah, and we tried to boost it because there's a scene of you vaping into the camera. They said you can't put any advertising into it because you're promoting vaping products. And yet you watch a video, I watched something unrelated, and then the next video up is some poor bastard getting their head stoved in
that's
on
the
Facebook.
way, isn't it? That's
Like, hang on a second. Do you know what I mean? It's like...
It's strange, isn't it? Because I've seen vape
stupid
adverts on there. I've seen companies advertising vapes on there. So how does that work?
Not just that though, all the rhetoric you see on there from different sides of things, it's nonsense, man. Facebook. So as soon as I don't need to be on it, yeah, I'm not going on it.
I'm not on there anyway. I mean,
just pay someone to do it.
Exactly. That's the aim.
What's anyone saying anything?
So Richard said Friends reunited. That was the one.
Yeah.
What happened to that? It went bankrupt.
What happened to it? Facebook happened.
Yeah, but it went bankrupt.
Fucked it up, innit?
Friends reunited. Fucking hell.
And then
said Cox is right.
I don't know what that was about. Adderall, I think.
Oh yeah.
And then Erman's just said, have any of us seen the Hunger Games?
No.
What's that about?
I have.
That's with that actress in it.
People talk about it, but it looks a bit too like... I'm not into these shiny...
I can't say I particularly like it, but it was watchable because Sophia was into it, my daughter.
Isn't it a cross between Indiana Jones and Blade Runner?
Not really.
Isn't it about people who just have big fights and that?
It's like Battle Royale, that Japanese film or Korean film, isn't it?
It's basically they live in a world where there's a centre of people who are all rich or whatever are connected, and everyone else lives in zones.
All right.
And every year from all these zones, they pick people to go into the Hunger Games, and the winner is the one who stays alive out of the fight.
Like Battle Royale.
Yeah, it's Battle Royale.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That's a great film.
That is a good film.
But this
Battle
Hunger
Royale
Games
2
is
as well,
done
it's
in
good.
like this. They all live in shit and like basic areas, but everything else is really modern and technologically advanced. And they do this fight in this like massive
Stadium
dome
type
thing.
or...
Well, it's a dome, and they can change the weather and all that kind of business.
right.
Do you know what I mean?
Truman Show.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a shit version of Running Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically,
with
yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Running Man, Jesus.
What a film that is.
I love that film.
I haven't seen it on the Netflix or nothing yet. I need to find that film. It's such a good film.
Old school.
It's meant, and the main bad character in it's called Damon as well. I love it because of that.
Nomad.
He gets
Nomad.
fucked up at the end. Nomad. What's that from
Nomad.
again?
No, Nomad. That's from.
Yeah, we've got a no-nonce policy. But
That's
yeah, I
Stephen
don't know.
Graham thing.
I don't know. Social media. Yeah, if I had my way, I wouldn't really be on it. But it's good for the. I do think it. I seen a video of the people, some of the people who invented, who were part of the team that kind of like drove Facebook, and they were saying it's just like the most.
That was on the big hack.
Evilest thing that you can be on.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't see why they can't continue to operate as they are, but allow people to own their data. Do you know what I mean?
Just got to do away with Zuckerberg, man. The guy's evil.
Maybe. Did you ever see him in that?
He is, man.
Did you ever see him when he had to go in front of the grand jury?
When
in the States.
In the States, yeah.
Was he just really arrogant?
He just doesn't know what they're asking him. Like, I don't think he's evil. I think he just doesn't realise what his company does.
He's got to be one of the most powerful men in the world.
He is, and he's proper CIA'd up as well. You don't get that much information
do you know?
off every single
He's
person.
in the
they-
CIA.
it's like matey from Amazon, the bloke that owns it sits on the board of a CIA committee as well. Yeah,
Are you sure?
he genuinely does. What's his name
I
again?
don't want to get sued by Zuckerberg and Amazon because
You're the
Christmas
one
is
slagging
coming.
him off.
Christmas is coming,
not
and I
slagging
need
him.
Amazon Prime, innit?
True.
But
But it's like 'cause
go order me loo roll.
he's like the richest man in the world times a million or something. Like
Who?
he's-
Zuckerberg?
No,
or?
the bloke that runs Amazon.
Yeah, he is the richest man in the world, isn't he?
Is he?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah,
He's just
by
overtaken
far.
someone recently.
I think quite far as
Bishop.
well, though. I think it's Doug Bishop,
Doug Bishop,
Handyman
Handyman
Services. Anyway, what are we talking about? Can't remember.
We were talking about social media and Zuckerberg and how
I think-
he's an evil man and he's not to be trusted.
But please don't sue Damon.
But please don't sue me. It's
This
just my
Christmas is
opinion. All my opinion is all based on facts. And when I take over, you're fucking getting it, Zuckerberg.
Yeah, Mr. Dictator over there. I'll be better.
Yeah, no, yeah. But all right, cool. I think we can move on.
Yeah.
That's it.
Douglas.
Subject number 3.
I heard about this guy called Albert Pierpoint. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
No.
And he executed 400 people
Why?
for the government. He was a hangman.
A hangman.
Yeah, he went over to Nuremberg and done all the trials. All
shit.
the people who got sentenced to death.
War crimes, isn't it?
Yeah, and I was just going to ask, should we bring back the death sentence?
I'm going to say no.
Same.
Really?
Yeah, because the case that ended the death penalty
It was
the
a wrongful
only-
conviction, wasn't
is the only...
Yeah. No,
Evidence
I
you need
agree
to
we
not-
shouldn't bring it back.
not
But
bring
this
it back.
guy is quite interesting. You know what I mean? He's killed 400. He was meant to be a lovely guy as well.
Oh, he's a
From-
dear.
Sounds
No,
like
honestly.
it must be a weird thing
Yeah.
being like a executioner because like it's kind of like you're paid to do state murder, aren't you?
But I thought in America they always had 3 people, like if it's a hanging or whatever, they have 3 people pull the fucking leather that lets go of the gangway or whatever, so that none of them could ever be like, it's definitely him. But obviously someone knows.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
Well, they
Yeah,
do.
but
The
isn't
lethal
something like
injection's done by a computer now, I think. Isn't
Yeah.
It?
Yeah, but you got to set it up, ain't you?
Yeah, but all you're doing is,
Yeah, and
is
made a
plugging it in or
computer.
whatever.
And
Yeah.
and the needle.
Who made the computer?
Yeah. Tell you bastards.
No, but this guy, right? Apparently, he did it, and he didn't want nobody else to do it because
the bird.
he was bothered about them not doing it correctly. Because apparently, he was so good at it.
From the point of view that it'd be a
Yeah, that's what I mean. They flew
clean
him,
and sharp death, basically.
Yeah, they flew him to Nuremberg to do all the death penalties there.
Don't know.
It's kind of a.
It's a bit of a weird job, that. Isn't it?
That's what I mean.
How do you apply for that job?
I don't know.
Why are you thinking about
It's
doing
redundant.
it?
No,
No.
but like, how would you go about applying it? Just send your CV in and...
Well, his granddad was also
A hangman.
a hangman.
Well, he's got relevant experience then. I was going to say, like, where do you get, like, you know, those jobs you go for and they go, oh, you haven't got enough experience. How'd you get the experience to be a hangman?
Don't know.
I
His
want the
granddad
work.
taught him, innit?
A hunger cat, not me. Well, that could
Oh,
be your
yeah,
experience.
Is that Freudian slip?
Yep.
So Miss D said, yes, in these times we can definitely prove a person's guilt, so child killers should go.
How can you definitely prove someone's guilt?
I don't know. There's always going to be human
An
error.
absolute guarantee. That would have to be an absolute guarantee that they did it.
Yeah, but how
do you prove it, though? Because
Well,
memory
did
is...
Mara
get
Hindley
things
and Ian
wrong.
Brady
Yeah, but
do the murders.
of course he did.
So what?
How do you know that? then?
But, well, we know because there isn't any other hypothesis that says otherwise, and they have admitted doing it.
Yeah, but you can never really know that they've done it. People confess to stuff and they haven't done it.
Yeah, of course they have. Yeah, but in that case, like they definitely have done it because Brady was really vindictive about
I'm not
the
saying he
rest in
didn't.
place of one of the final victims, and he wouldn't tell them where it was.
I know,
he
that's a very
wanted-
sad story as well.
Yeah, it is a very sad story. But it's even sadder when you look into what happened to the lineage of that family.
Yeah.
So what about all the death camp, whatever they're called?
The Nazis.
The Nazis.
Yeah,
and that.
who they knew
But that's
was
different.
doing
Though.
that.
That's a war crime. That's
Yeah,
a
I
crime
know, but
against
what I'm
humanity.
saying is this still comes down to the same thing, doesn't it? You
Yeah,
say,
of course it does.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
and then saying, it's all right to murder them, that kind of person, but not them. But they're still killers.
You're going to say, where do you draw the line?
Like, can you kill someone by accident and then you have to die as well?
No.
How do you prove the difference?
That's a good question, because you are going to make errors. That's why we don't have the death penalty.
Well, you have to, into the category of, like your man's just said, child killers. I'm not saying I agree with it, but if I had to...
What if I get accused of being a child killer, and all the evidence stacks up against me, because evidence can be purported in a certain way, including DNA evidence, including lie detectors, everything. Lie detectors aren't even accurate, do you know what I mean?
Memory isn't accurate either.
Exactly, and say I get leaned on, say I get interrogated for 3 days, and eventually I just get so off my head, I'm like, you know what, oh God, yeah, I might have done it. You know what I mean?
But people confess that.
Exactly.
Just to stop
people confess to things that they haven't done, and then it's like, oh, Damon did it. He should die, and then I get murdered by the government. Yeah, and it turns out I didn't do it. I just think, I
mean, that has happened.
Punishment for me is not death, right? If we're going to punish people, like serious people who have like done really bad things,
just waterboard them.
Let's punish them, innit?
Yeah, make their life a punishment rather than...
Yeah, exactly. And a long punishment at that.
And because death isn't really a deterrent for a
people
lot of
who are messed up. People like that probably might want to die anyway.
Exactly.
They just not got round to it yet. They'd rather I don't know.
You got the whole death by suicide by cop and all that in the States. And probably happens here as well. That happens a lot.
What's that?
You know, where people like want to commit suicide, but they can't quite do it, or they can't quite figure it out, so then they go and do something to get loads of police there.
So they end up getting
so they end up getting shot or whatever.
Do they get shot at the end of it?
Yeah. You got all kinds of stuff that goes... I mean, I can't really say that you can prove anything unless a group of people watch it happen and there's video of it and there's confession and there's... I mean, you'd have to have so much evidence, and even then it would be deniable.
So if you caught someone on film murdering someone... I'm not saying I agree with the death penalty, but
like the
if
killers
you caught...
of Lee Rigby. That's from Miss D.
There you go, yeah.
I just don't think like an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, two wrongs don't make a right. I think if someone does something, just think of a befitting punishment. Just go and stick them on an island somewhere. Let's take Australia back. It's fucking shit anyway. You go and fucking stick them on there with no food. Just fucking let them get on with it. Yeah. If they try to
take
escape,
Australia back.
Take Australia back.
Do you know what I'm saying? I just think like an eye for an eye and all that will only make you blind, and you're gonna make mistakes along the way, and it's worth protecting someone's innocent, even if it's just one case in 100, even if it's one case in 1,000. That's still one person who's gonna fucking get it for something they haven't done.
Exactly.
And I'm not being funny. I know police people. And
police people.
You know, I've got friends who are coppers, but my view of the police and experiences of the police have been like hit and miss, and they do fucking stitch people up, and that's a fact.
Yeah, and they've been caught doing that a lot of times.
Exactly. So it's just like you can't fucking. What do you mean stick them in Cornwall? What are you talking about?
Cornwall.
Plus as well, we'd have to fucking take the bridge down and that.
Yeah, that'd be no
that's all right.
And you can get in through Tavistock, so...
That's true. Let's just
build a wall.
Let's just build a wall.
They want to be their own country anyway. Build a wall.
So the comments have been like...
talking
on
to your mic.
Lee Rigby thing, and I'm trying to read the screen as well. Stick him in Cornwall, and then there was one that doesn't meet the policy. That I'll read out later when we're finished. And then Simon Tucker said, deep fakes are going to ruin video evidence.
True. Have you seen that?
Deep fakes.
That's when they can take like a piece of audio that you've said.
Oh yeah, good point.
And they can make you say anything. I think they need 45
I've seen that shit before.
Exactly. And they can make you say anything.
What about video footage? I suppose you could...
But they're really good at it now. When they first started, you could tell it was all like...
a little bit jumpy.
All like that. But now it just looks like they're just chatting. And they even have head movements.
And it's video.
Gestures. Video. And audio.
That's scary, man.
What film was that when... Soul.
What, you mean like old spaghetti western?
Like Chinese ones as well. You want to fight me? Yeah, that's a good point, though. You can get stitched up in today's technological age, and that's why like cussing out Mark Zuckerberg wasn't a good idea, Coxie. Told you. We fucked it. It's going to edit the video now.
So can they make the footage as well?
Yeah, they make the footage, and it's really scary. Like the new stuff they can do. They can even make people walk around, I think.
No way.
Well, that's what's going to happen when the aliens invade.
Holograms.
Are you on about the fake alien invasion theory?
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
That's another story anyway.
It's not a story. Like, I was walking down the road one day and it's a fake alien invasion.
It is funny.
No, it's going to be a future story.
I only went out for donuts.
It's a future story.
It's a never-ending story.
I could, you know what? Yeah, of all the things, the conspiracy theories and that, yeah, I could actually see something like that happening.
Yeah.
What, a fake alien
Fake
invasion?
alien invasion.
Do you want me to give you some advice as well? What I was told.
Don't go near water.
Don't believe the hype.
Don't go
Don't
with them.
follow them because they're going to come across as good guys.
I'm not being funny, yeah.
You're basically going to go into a door that leads to nowhere. So you're basically going to walk off a cliff.
Are you talking about now? I think you jumped like 4 steps ahead of the conversation there.
I know, yeah.
Some advice that someone gave you.
Yeah,
about the alien invasion.
in the fucking Drake Circus outside Primark. Yeah, boy.
At 3 o'clock in the morning.
out
It
for
was
the
in
aliens.
Cornwall, actually.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's weird because I nearly spoke about that for my subject. So my subject tonight, my other one, was going to be about space exploration. You know how they were going to do that thing to Mars where they were asking people to sign up to be astronauts, but they weren't going to come back, but they were going to go to Mars.
Yeah.
Would you ever go to space?
Well, how do you know that they were ever going to?
I know they could just like we've conquered it. We can get 1,000 people there every day. So they just start loading these people up, and all they're going is into some big fire.
Space, and then all of a sudden.
No, I don't think I would. What for, man?
I don't want to go space either. That's why if the aliens came and like come with us, I'd be like, fuck off, mate. Weatherspoons is open soon. It's curry night. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go to space.
I would love to go to space.
Why?
I would if I had my own rocket.
A rocket man over here.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? If you had your own rocket, you'd go up, but you'd have to like chill out up there. None of all this like.
They'd have to sort out some Star Trek teleportation thing though, because I'm not getting into a rocket and blasting like that.
Mate, you can't get. No one's been to space anyway.
Oh, I don't.
We've had this one, remember?
No, we have. Yeah, I forget
Miss
that.
D says, "Have you been probed, Doug?"
Definitely.
Yeah, I reckon.
A few times,
yeah. Hollywood are setting us up for the invasion.
Who said that?
Paul Godfrey, Dad's Army fame.
Say that again. Sorry.
Hollywood are prepping us for an alien invasion.
The Age of Deceit.
Speaking of which, have you watched the War of the Worlds remake on BBC?
It's not out yet, is it?
Yup.
Is it? No, I haven't seen it yet.
With Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the BBC adaptation. It looks really good. Isn't it got matey from Trainspotting in it? What's his name?
Robert Carlyle.
Yeah.
It has, yeah.
Ewan McGregor.
No. Robbie Carlyle. We've already passed that point. It looks good.
I watched the first episode.
It's not a direct adaptation, though, is it? Because it's got characters in it that aren't in the original.
Has it got the music and all that in it?
I think it does.
The classic one,
It
or?
didn't in the first one, but it might do as you get into it. I thought it was shit.
Has it come across as? Has it come across as like the Triffids? Do you remember the Triffids?
No.
No.
Triffids.
The Triffids.
Is that a film?
It was like a BBC show.
The Triffids.
And it was like these flowers that walked around like that. Do you know what I mean?
Vaguely remember
How old
that.
is this?
No, you were going to say that. It's like 80s.
Yeah, it's long before my time, my friend. 89 represent.
I think I only caught the back end of it.
I seem to...
Rich has said Romania is pretty much like the moon. Only a couple of Westerners have ever been there.
Doug's one of them.
And Miss D is off. Ta-da.
See
Nice
you
one
later,
for
Miss
watching,
D.
listening.
Cheers.
Cheers, Miss D.
Big up. And then there was a question. We're going all over the place now, but fuck it, that's the format. What's our favourite curry?
I like a Tarka Dal, but I also like a jalfrezi.
I like a bit of a chicken boona and also like a proper decent biryani.
Yeah.
But if I have a chicken boona or some kind of balti dish like that, it has to be just with bread. So you can't have rice and bread, not like the vegans do. I have.
Portuguese as well.
Yeah, because
but
I
a
didn't have
rice
rice
dish-
and bread when I ate meat.
With the
Oh,
but a
that's
rice
fried with
dish,
curry,
a
man.
dish, a proper decent biryani with all the flavours running through it, the spices. Do you know what I mean?
I like a standard chicken tikka main as well.
Do
Yeah, the one without
sizzler.
Yeah, just the meat and the onions and that. Fucking tasty.
I need heat.
Damon just has some. It could be a plate of shit.
As long
chicken
as
It's
it's
tikka
got
spicy
farm,
though, man.
spicy shit.
Do you remember when we went to that curry house at your?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's the hottest curry ever.
I didn't leave the toilet for like. I won't go into.
I
it, it's
literally,
toilet humour, but-
honestly, this is how hot it was. I literally went like that and licked it, and it was the fucking spiciest thing I've ever
I love
put in my
spicy
mouth.
curry, man.
See, I'm not a big fan of like.
Got to have it with
Spicy
garlic
food.
naan, though, innit?
I like it.
Nah,
I like
the
a
original.
peshwari.
Original
I like
naan.
peshwari.
Original naan?
Nah, garlic naan, man.
Original
That's
naan.
not original.
Got to have the garlic naan. I never said it was. I think garlic naan's better than the fucking bland ass motherfucking.
It ain't.
No, if
The
you
way
get a
I
good
do
naan,
it
though,
burns.
if you get a good plain naan.
Exactly. You have garlic to
Yeah,
cover the
only
flavour.
with a kebab. You only have
I
plain
dunno.
naan if you're having a kebab, innit? Because everything else
No.
makes it. You have garlic naan with your curry because the garlic helps with the heat.
Garlic
and it
naan
makes
is
it,
like basically having an Italian.
No, it ain't. Garlic
Like
naan's
garlic
the one,
bread.
mate.
Garlic bread
I don't know.
with your curry.
I like a peshwari personally.
Peshwari naan.
Yeah.
Mate, you might as well be having a fucking man from Del Monte fucking tin of fruit with that shit.
What are you talking about? It's tasty.
Nah.
Raisins
What
and
about is it keema or
That
keena?
comes with a mince.
Yeah, keena naan.
I can't really remember having one.
I haven't had some of my mates. It was all right.
It's
It's more original than garlic.
garlic naan's
Original.
the fucking
Like
one,
traditional. It's
man.
not traditional.
Well, you've been to India, have you? You
Yeah.
probably have, actually. I was on the ships.
What you reading?
It doesn't meet the policy.
Oh,
What
I
does it-
see. It doesn't meet the policy.
No, sorry, Paul. It doesn't meet the policy. Right, it's that time of the week. Fuck all this, because we'll just ramble on otherwise. It's Culture Test Corner.
Culture test. Cool.
I'm the winner from last week, yeah.
You are.
So does that mean I go first or last?
That means you go
First.
first.
I go first.
Yeah.
Right, cool. So this week we're doing comedians. And I am going with Sarah Millican.
Oh, you're joking. That's mine, man.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, shut up.
Which one's she again?
She's the
Geordie one.
the Geordie one with the blonde hair.
Oh, yeah.
She's the
she's
most
crap.
unfunny person.
Is she a big girl?
I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit bigger. She thinks she's Victoria Wood, and
Ah, yeah,
it's
I know what you
like,
mean.
come on, love, you blatantly not. Victoria Wood was alleged. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
she's a
think-
great comedian.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the fact that she's like a woman or nothing, because there's some like mega female comedians like that I like, but with her, yeah, her comedy is just so crap. Do you know what I mean?
It
It's
is.
just like every joke is about her being on a period,
Yeah, or like unattractive.
Or going, me funny?
and
Yeah.
I just don't find
fucking
it funny.
shut up.
No, I don't find
And
it funny.
I think her setups, her stage presence, everything. I can't stand her. Doug's looking for new
yeah,
comedians.
I
Doug's
am.
smuggling under the
Mate,
table.
I had
with
them
it.
all stacked up, you know, because
I've
you've
got a
got to play
couple.
this
Oh,
tactically.
I've got another one who's pretty
You
close.
got to play it
I
tactically.
want to hear why she's got to go into culture test.
I think she's
corner.
got to go into Culture Test Corner because I think she's a really poor example of female comedians.
Someone trying to be funny.
She props up her comedy on the sole basis that she is a female, and I don't think that does her or her contemporaries any favors, because I think that there's a lot of good comedians or female comedians out there who don't do that. Yeah, they touch upon it in the same way that we touch about being men,
Yeah.
because there's funny things about being a man and there's funny things about being a woman.
Yeah.
But I just think she is just fucking rubbish, and I don't understand why she's on the telly all the time. I think she's shit, and I think we should fuck her off. Done.
I think she's on there
Ta-ra.
because she's safe, isn't she? It's just very safe comedy. It's not going to offend anyone.
I don't know, but Joe Brand ain't safe though, is she? Because she's quite.
I think she's wicked, Joe Brand.
Same. I like her. I
Yeah.
rate Joe Brand. I think
Didn't she
she's
used
top.
to be
I
a
like
medical...
Joan Rivers as well. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, Joan Rivers is all right,
Can't
you know.
stand Joan Rivers.
Yeah, but she was at.
She's
she
witty,
just-
you know.
Yeah, well, she was.
Well, she was.
Is she dead now?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
A couple of years
Yeah.
ago.
3 years ago,
Fucking
4
hell, I
years
missed
ago.
it.
No, I didn't like Joan Rivers.
He used to
Yeah,
like
but
French
at
and
least-
Saunders.
Yeah, French and Saunders.
They're funny, man.
Yeah.
They are funny.
Yeah. But
Also, as well, Kathy Burke.
Kathy Burke, great comedy actress.
Yeah.
Or actor.
Do you remember you just mentioning women ones?
I'm just proving that I'm not sexist.
Oh, okay, yeah, you've proved it.
I proved there. I know loads of women. Not too many.
Right. Okay.
It's me now.
I think we should go to you. Yeah.
Mine is. It was going to be this other woman, but to prove I'm not sexist, is going to be that fucking dickhead with the floppy hair, Michael McIntyre.
Yeah, no, he was my number 2, man. This is going to be close.
Actually, no. I think he was my number 2.
Because there's another one. I bet we all pick, you know what I mean? Michael McIntyre. Man, I can't stand him, you know.
I can't stand Michael McIntyre. He's the least funniest person.
He just
second least funniest person that's ever lived. Followed by mine, obviously, who's the least funny.
People love him now, don't they?
I know.
I don't understand
He's such a, like, not even middle of the road. He's just like, he's an idiot's comedian.
Yeah, he is.
Isn't he?
He's just not funny. I'm sorry. There's never been a joke I've seen of his that made me laugh. He's never made me laugh on a talk show or a panel show. He's the least. One of the least.
Yeah, and he's he's hyperactive. Fucking.
Yes, and he flaps his hair around like that, and he talks like this, and he talks like that.
Slapping twat.
Yeah, honestly, it's just not funny. It's not funny.
It's really shit observational comedy as well. It's like, I was on the phone, and you can never find a pen when you're on the phone when you need one.
Yeah,
I know.
It's like, mate, fucking hell, is that joke gonna underpin your whole career, mate? Fucking, I hate. You know what? On the Saturday, it's like, I'm cool, man. I'm like, been chilling. Anton de Beck's been on. Life's good, yeah. Then all of a sudden it's like, tonight it's the return of Michael McIntyre's big show. And I'm like, oh my God, I just want to go and stick my head in the oven.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
It is terrible.
And the things that I hate those shows where they do all the shit with the public and that, and it's like, we're going to hide in Tom's fridge, and if he says, I don't know, tomatoes, he wins £10,000.
You know those shows, man? I'd fucking... You know, like someone a hidden camera in your living room of a Saturday evening. Do you know what I mean?
Mate,
and you didn't know.
You'd end up in prison, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You've done what? There's a fucking hidden camera. Shit.
How long has it been there? No, he is terrible. And I was going to pick him, but you picked him, so I can't. So, my contender for least funniest person that ever lived, as well as most annoying twat that's ever been on the television, as well as one of the most hideous people ever, is Jack Whitehall.
Oh,
that's a close one, man. Yeah. I thought you were... I won't go into who I was going to say.
You were going to say Miranda Hart, is it?
I thought you were going to say Ramesh Raghunathan.
I'm not sexist.
Oh, yeah, you was going to say...
Oh, what, and I am?
Yeah, and you are. No, Jack Whitehall, because he is...
He was good in Bend It Like Beckham.
No, he wasn't. Was he even in Bend It Like Beckham?
I'm joking. I'm making reference to Keira Knightley.
Yeah. He's never been good in anything. Give me an example of something that he said is funny or witty.
No, he's a shit actor as well.
He's shit at everything. I don't understand why he's on the TV. And I can't understand why someone went, do you know what? I like Jack Whitehall. But what would be even better is if we got his dad on the show as well. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's on Netflix, isn't it?
I think it was a BBC show first, though, wasn't it?
And what, they just sold it to Netflix?
Yeah, I think so. It's fucking terrible. There's nothing funny about the man. His accent annoys me, like, to no end.
He is super posh, isn't he?
He's I don't even think he is. I think it's all an act. It's student comedy.
It is, isn't it?
And it's not funny. It's really soft.
He was in that show, that student sitcom money, where Fresh Meat.
Fresh Meat.
And then he did Bad Teacher.
Bad something.
I hadn't seen that. I seen Fresh Meat. That was all right back in the day, but he was the worst one, innit?
Honestly, it's just shit. He's just not funny. He's a knobhead.
Yeah, I can't stand the guy.
His accent is detestable. Everything about him is detestable. He's a horrible actor, comedian, probably person. I don't like him, and I want him to go into Culture Test Corner forever and never come out again.
Please. Predicament.
Are we
I don't think I can put Damon's in. I've said mine. Have you said yours? You got anything to add about
So
Jack
basically,
Whitehall?
Culture Test Corner this week is Michael McIntyre versus Jack Whitehall.
Yep.
Versus Sarah Millican.
Yep. I don't think I can put Sarah in I want to, but Michael McIntyre and Jake Whitehall trump her.
Do you want me to give you my vote?
Come on.
It's got to be her.
Has it really?
Yeah, because I fucking hate her. Because that was my first choice. She's so annoying.
Yeah, I don't like her, but I can't put her in over Michael McIntyre or Jake Whitehall.
I hate, because I can't. I'm not like that.
It's a strong word, hate.
It is, but I do hate Michael McIntyre and Jack Whitehall.
I'm going to be honest. Like, the thing is, right, with Sarah Millican, I think she's the worst comedian, and I think that, I can't stand her, and I don't like Jack Whitehall either, in the sense of, but I never watch him, so he doesn't bother me. That's the problem that I've got with Jack Whitehall. So therefore, it's a straight shootout out of Sarah Millican and McIntyre, and I think I'm going to go with McIntyre.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, just because, I'll give you my reasoning. Millican, or whatever she's called, Milligan, her profile's dipped. So I don't really see her that much anymore.
No.
So maybe I don't have to worry about her. But Michael McIntyre is still on Saturday night.
Is he?
Yeah, he's on after Strictly and that. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like thinking, maybe it's time for Noddyhead to get in there.
I'm going to change my vote to Michael McIntyre then.
I thought you fucking would, just because you'll win. I'm going to Jake Whitehall then, because I fucking hate him. I hate Michael McIntyre, whatever.
Just so we can make a decision of who to go in.
Yeah, whatever, just so you can
win. Yeah,
win.
but we'd all have one
just
each.
so you can win.
I
was actually going to change
one.
mine to Michael McIntyre.
I could have gone with the Sarah Millican.
I was going to go with Michael
close.
McIntyre. You were going to win, but because you went for yourself, I'm going to go for myself.
It's
the protest vote.
Is anyone saying anything anyway about
Richard said Jack Whitehall.
Yes.
But he said Frankie Boyle first.
Oh, I like
don't know about-
Frankie Boyle,
I
man.
think-
Frankie Boyle, man.
I think in recent times I would agree with him
Why?
because he's just gone downhill. It's not
I
as
don't
funny
Gone
as
think
it
too
he
is
has,
left
now.
for you.
I don't know if it's too left. It's just not funny anymore.
I think he's funny.
It used to be.
I haven't
really
seen
funny.
his stand-up in a while, so...
I went to see him when he came to
Last time I
Plymouth.
saw his stand-up, I thought it was good.
What, in the pub?
No, he played the Pavilions.
He don't
Oh,
drink.
Who?
Frankie Boyle.
He does.
He don't.
So he don't drink orange juice,
No.
water.
Just piss.
Just piss and diarrhea tea. I like Frankie Boyle. I like him as a person more. I've not read his book, but I've seen stuff
Can't
on
put
TV
Frankie
about
Boyle
him.
in Culture
I can't.
Test
I can't
Corner.
No,
put
we've
culture-
had that
Fucking
decision. I was just
character,
asking her...
For what he said to get himself sacked off
No,
the
I'm
BBC
saying
and
for
everything.
fucking Richard. Lee Evans, no man.
Who's
I
that?
don't
Yeah.
like his comedy, but he is a fucking funny man. Like, his early stand up is laughable, man.
Do you know what? I would agree with you because he keeps trying to sing.
Yeah, but that's what old classic
I know,
comedians
but
do.
that's
That's
just
what it's
fucking
all
horrible.
about.
That's all that fucking
Nah, Lee
music
Evans
horse
is
shit.
funny, man. He's talented. Like, people, he's annoying in that, but you can't say
Didn't he act?
He's quit now, anyway.
Russell Howard.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah, that was going to be one of mine as
shit.
well.
What about Russell Brand? Reminded me of
Russell
as well.
Brand. Yeah, I can put
Russell
him in there.
Howard,
just for the
yeah, he's
truth.
He's not
annoying.
really a comedian anymore, though, Russell Brand, is he?
He's not really anything anymore, is he? He's not funny. He's not witty.
He's just one of these dickhead podcasters.
one of them wankers. Yeah.
Wankers think they can talk shit on YouTube
I
to
haven't
8
seen-
people.
I used to watch the Trues, not because it was like a interesting thing. I just used to watch it
I watched a few of
to
those.
fucking be like, you're a twat, really. But apparently he still does it.
Yeah, I
He
think
does do
so.
it, yeah.
I haven't seen any recently.
I don't want. I find him incredibly annoying. We've
I
tried
watched
to
him-
put him in the Culture Test Corner not that long ago.
Did we?
I
Russell
think
Brand?
it was when you were away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw him on Joe Rogan as well, and it was just like he just came across as an annoying twat.
Yeah.
Don't know. Rogan seemed to like him.
Yeah, but Rogan's an annoying.
He
twat
likes
as well,
everyone
isn't
now, doesn't
he? Yeah, he's a fence sitter.
I was going to say what we said before about him. He changes his mode
Yeah,
every
he
fucking
does.
5 minutes.
he? Is he a funny comedian? Because I don't know if he.
Rogan, I
I
think
don't know if he is.
I think he can be funny. I've seen it his stand up. I watched all of his stand ups. The thing he did about cats and dogs was fucking hilarious on his
What
last
did he
one.
do? Which one?
It's on his last one. It's on Netflix. I can't remember the bit now, but it was funny. It was genuinely funny, and it was a good
Big up Richard Madeley.
standard. You know, it was a good stand up show. It was good.
Richard Madeley.
Is he a comedian?
I don't know, but I fucking rate Richard Madeley,
Yeah,
man.
I was gonna say.
Richard Madeley's the Don.
The presenter?
Yeah, like he's the Don. You know what happened with the Right Stuff, right? They sacked off Matthew Wright.
Yeah.
And then they got that Jeremy Vine in. They should have got Richard Madeley.
Yeah,
in.
they should have done.
Richard Madeley's
Jeremy
I
Vine.
like Anne Diamond, man. She's good.
I like Anne
She's
Diamond. Anne Diamond and Richard Madeley are decent.
But Jeremy Vine is the
He's
worst. Have you heard his radio show?
Yeah, it's crap.
It's fucking
On
terrible.
Radio 2. It's the same. It's a carbon copy
Yeah.
of what he does in the morning on 5 Live.
Yeah.
And on 5 is a commercial. It's like 5 and the BBC aren't the same. So why is my license money paying him to do a substandard show that's exactly the same as what's on the telly in the morning?
It's fucking terrible.
It's a fucking rip-off.
He is terrible. His brother is a comedian, though.
Oh, yeah,
Tim
Tim Vine. He does the one-liners.
And I really don't want to like him, but I think he's funny as
know.
fuck.
Yeah, no, he's won Joker of the Year at Edinburgh Fringe a few times.
He got the world record for the most
the quickest, most amount of puns in a minute or something, isn't it?
something like that, or an hour. I think he did one
Was
for.
it? I don't know. But
Who's James Acaster?
Oh, he's the new one, isn't he? The younger one.
Of
Isn't
what?
he autistic or something?
Is he a comedian?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that one with the big dotty teeth.
Oh, the Cockney one.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Chris
mean
Ramsey? Not Chris
No,
Ramsey.
you're on
Chris
about
Ramsey.
oh fuck, he does the Cockney walk and all that. My brother loves him.
Yeah, I know you mean. With blonde hair.
Lee, what's it?
No, he's a Cockney, isn't he?
I know you mean.
Oh fucking hell, what's he called? Can't remember. Don't find.
But
him that
anyway,
funny,
fuck the comedians. There's not, to be honest with you, there ain't any fucking decent ones left.
though. There are.
Who?
Dave Allen.
What, the boxer?
No, the comedian.
Does he do comedy as well as
Dave
boxer?
Allen.
70s comedian.
Yeah, but not anymore though. I
Bernard
think
Manning.
the comedy
We don't
these days,
fucking social club
I never
where
would've
men
thought
can
it.
be men.
I never would have
Pint a
thought it
mile.
when I was younger, but I think stand-up comedy comes from America these days. You got Bill Burr, Joey Diaz, some of the funniest people that have ever fucking
Joey
picked up a mic.
Diaz?
Yeah, he's funny as fuck.
I don't think he is. He's good though. That
Yeah,
Doug
not
seen him.
Stanhope.
Doug Stanhope is amazing as well.
I tell you who's good. Fucking Charlie Brooker's Screen Wipe.
Yeah,
That's funny, man.
He's
seen
good.
it.
He's
Philomena
good, Charlie
Kunk?
Brooker. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
Philomena
not
Kunk.
stand-up, is he, Charlie Brooker?
No, but he
She's got
does
to be
comedy,
one of
though.
the funniest people on TV.
Yeah,
at the
she's
minute.
well funny.
So funny, that Philomena
Who?
Kunk.
Deirdre-
Oh, she's good, yeah.
Deirdre Barlow as well.
Yeah, she was funny. She on the TV still though? I thought
No,
she died, didn't
she's
she?
brown bread now.
Yeah.
But anyway, Culture Test Corner, Michael
Michael
McIntyre
McIntyre then with
will
a
not
close.
be broadcasting this Saturday night.
We haven't got a Rustly thing.
Where's this paper?
Doug, go on, do the honours.
Go on, you're
So
the
who's going in?
executioner.
Michael McIntyre.
So I want Michael McIntyre's
Off
going
he goes.
into Culture
Au revoir.
Test Corner.
See you later. Fuck off, you prick.
No, not Mickey Flanagan.
Mickey Flanagan was the one I was on about though.
I like
Was it?
him.
With
Yeah.
teeth. Oh, yeah.
Cockney walk and all
We're
that.
talking about the blonde one. I don't know
Oh,
what he's
okay.
called.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Anyway, who cares? They're all shit now anyway. You know what I mean? Like, comedy ain't what it was for me. You can't beat a bit of bottom.
Can't beat a bit of Chubby Brown.
No, I was never into Chubby Brown. But you can't beat a bit of bottom and that.
Bottom
You know
was
what I
great. Rick Mail, what a legend Rick
Yeah,
Mail is.
he's funny.
The young ones.
Young ones is class.
Alan Bastard, was that him?
Yeah.
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 What was that called again? Filthy Rich or something?
No, that was Filthy Rich and Cat Flap.
Yeah. That was
another. That weren't Alan Bastard.
no, that was Rick Mail though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Rick Mail and
Adrian Edmonds.
yeah, and the other one, but not Mike.
Yeah, with Neil, wasn't it? I can't,
Yeah.
remember his name now.
Because Mike was always the boring one in the young
He
ones.
was the straight one though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was the straight man. But yeah. I have to watch some of that again. That's some fucking great
It's on
TV.
Netflix.
What, the young ones?
No.
Bill
bottom.
Cosby, someone said.
Bill Cosby.
Doesn't meet the policy.
Doesn't meet the policy, yeah. Sorry.
Doesn't exist.
Can't talk about him.
There
Well,
are
he's not a
rules.
nonce though, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I
Was
thought
he?
he just
Was he-
was
was
a
he a
rapist.
No, it was, yeah, he was
Oh,
just
right.
raping, wasn't he?
But-
Can we talk about rapers?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
Right. So that pretty much brings us to the end of. On that note,
Yeah.
No rape.
that's Culture Test Corner done. But we need to wrap things up, innit?
Wrap it up.
What we got going on with the music? We do music as well.
Do we?
Yeah, apparently.
No, fuck.
Yeah, we got
Should probably talk
a
about
gig
it.
on the Tuesday, the
10th of
10th.
December.
It's a week tomorrow.
Totnes at the Barrel
Is
House.
it?
Yeah, at the Barrel House in Totnes.
Triumphant return.
Yeah, the only place where people like us and don't heckle us.
No, I think that was the first heckle we've had, wasn't it, last week?
Yeah, it is the first Echo. Fucking dealt with masterfully well.
Yeah, he did actually. I was.
You know what?
very
I'll be
impressed.
honest, right? When I was on the stage, I was just like, I couldn't really see who it was because the light was in my eye. But I'm just thought, I've got a microphone. You're shouting something at me. I'm just going to give you some shit. And if it goes any further, then so be it. But it didn't.
Well, it's like you two said that you can't beat the man with a microphone.
You can't beat someone with a microphone.
I know.
No.
Even if they're unfunnier than you, they've got a fucking microphone.
That's it, isn't it?
So that's the law. That's the rule. You got a microphone, you win. See you later. But at least I didn't get battered,
Yeah.
which is
What else is going on?
So Tuesday the 10th at the Barrel House in Totnes.
We've got a new music video out still.
Yeah, Air Gets Thin. Check it out. And also, I uploaded Things to Come.
Yeah, so we've
from
got
the live set.
Malthusian Trap, Hair Gets Thin. It's a wicked music video. Give it a share, yeah. Push the music for us. We've also got a live music video from a live set we did. We've got Things to Come live at the Clay Factory. That's worth a watch as well. New EP is still out, obviously, because we're not going to not put it out, but we might as well talk about it. We've got CDs, Culture Test.
If you want one.
You can download it as well at the website, malthusiantrap.co.uk, $3.99. If you want a CD, send us an email and we'll sort something out and get it in the post. And you can obviously get them from the gigs.
Did you send
Did they send Rich's
link?
Nah, fuck him.
Pushed me down an escalator.
Yeah, he did push me down an escalator. I did send him the link, yeah. And yeah, we just got we're gonna sort of do the podcast up until Christmas, and then we're gonna break for Christmas, and things are gonna pick up again as they do for everyone next year. So we're looking at more gig dates. Gonna get out further afield, I think, maybe into Europe next year as well. We've got new tunes that we're writing, so there's going to be more content. Here's a good one. So there's still people watching, yeah? Next week, yeah? Why don't people hit us up instead of questions? Why don't people hit us up with some topics they want us to discuss?
Yeah, if you get them in early, we can do a bit of reading or something.
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah. So hit us up with some topics of conversation for next week, and we'll slip them in. But thanks for everyone's questions.
Don't forget the policy.
Yeah, don't forget the policy. Those who know it, so I don't need to go into it. Share the podcast, sign up for the mailing list, malthusiantrap.co.uk, subscribe, then you'll get the notifications. Head to social media. Don't tell Zuckerberg that I slagged him off, but you can get us on Facebook, Instagram and all that, yeah, and just get involved in the community and have a chat. Nice one.
Yeah, make sure you share and all that kind of stuff. Tell people about us, because it does help us out a lot.
Yeah.
Nice one, Doug.
Yeah.
But yeah,
insight.
I think we'll fuck
Yeah.
off now.
I think we'll fuck off, yeah.
See you later.
Nice one.
Goodbye from him.
Kiss.
See you later.
Kiss.
Return back.
You've been listening to Through the Trapdoor podcast with the Malthusian Trap. Now go find us on social media. Join the mailing list at malthusiantrap.co.uk, and don't forget to tell your mum.